So many heroes, many died and gone. We didn't give them flowers while they were alive. So I decided I had to write this song. This one for all the great did it this way. This one for all the great did it this way. Shivan no, shivan back no. This one for all the great did it this way. Oh, shivan back no. This one for all the great did it this way. 'Cause when it comes to time, he did it his way. When it comes to strong wind, back more, he did it his way. Children back more, he did it his way. Remember when Bella Red is dead and gone? Every time he got a time, he come back home. Oh, no, you don't see me 'cause I come in the wind. And when I go, when I go, when I go, I go in the wind.
Tonight, the Prime Minister dismissing calls for the by-election presiding officer to be removed. This as an elderly man is shot in a police-involved incident overnight. And later, a new energy contract is signed. We've got the details. Eyewitness News starts now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Janaea Noel. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping news tonight, the Progressive Liberal Party is taking its by-election message back to the base, laying out its case for why Golden Isles should stay in the government's hands. Our Linton Ritchie Jr. joining us live from that rally tonight with party officials and what they're telling voters ahead of the by-election. Linton?
Good evening, Janaea. That's right. Coming to you live from the Golden Isles constituency, right outside of the Progressive Liberal Party's office, where a rally for progress is being held in support for the PLP's by-election candidate, Darren Pickstock. Now, of course, you know, this team has been on the ground for weeks now, chanting, building for progress in Golden Isles. And directly behind me, you can see the seats are filling up with scores of Progressive Liberal Party supporters. Golden Isles shirts that say, "We are safe with." Now, of course, joining me live is the Member of Parliament for Nassau Village, Jamal Strawn, who's also been on the campaign trail with Mr. Pickstock. Now, Mr. Strawn, tell me what the campaign trail has been like. What's the morale like with the electorate in Golden Isles?
Well, the morale is high. They're confident in the PLP. They're confident in our candidate. They're confident in Darren Pickstock. The reality is when we hit the ground, we were welcomed with open arms. People were excited coming out of the first advanced polls. We're doing numbers surprising even to us. It shows that Darren has a plan, a 10-point plan. He's the man with the guidance. He's the man that has the trajectory. Everybody else is just hot air. But here we go. We're flooding Golden Isles. We got the motion, and it's still PLP all the way.
As a sitting Member of Parliament, how important is it for the Progressive Liberal Party to keep this seat gold?
Well, it is important. The Prime Minister has already said, we will concede no seats, especially a seat being held by a former PLP, and God rest the late Vaughan Miller. And let's do it for Vaughan Miller. Let's do it for the Progressive Liberal Party. Let's do it for a candidate with a plan, a candidate who has it together, and a candidate who will deliver and improve the constituency of Golden Isles.
Thank you very much, Mr. Strawn. Now, of course, Janaea, you heard just now from the Member of Parliament for Nassau Village, Jamal Strawn, who noted that the Progressive Liberal Party, they are not worried ahead of Monday's by-election. Now, tonight, we are expecting to see the Prime Minister Cooper, Prime Minister Philip Davis, Minister Hannah Martin, Minister candidate for Fort Charlotte.
We are having some technical difficulties with our Linton Ritchie Jr., but Be sure to tune into our social media pages. Also, immediately following this abbreviated newscast, there is a live paid programming paid by the political party for that coverage of tonight's rally ahead of Monday's by-election. Be sure to stay tuned. Well, the nation's leader coming to the defense of the returning officer at the center of mounting controversy ahead of next week's by-election. This as claims of electoral malfeasance continue to swell. Our Jose Etienne joining me live in studio with the latest on this. Jose?
While Jamaica Prime Minister Philip Davis is not yielding to growing pressure for Neil Campbell to be removed as returning officer, the Free National Movement remains deeply unsettled by Campbell, who publicly referred to the Prime Minister as a father figure. But Davis is dismissing the outrage, questioning what all the fuss is about.
I know many persons in this country, many persons have calls me daddy. Many. That's because of who I am as a person. It has nothing to do with them being influenced or anything from me.
Davis also brushing off claims that Campbell is unfit to oversee the by-election, suggesting that the opposition is clutching at straws as they demand his removal.
There's been no particulars provided to suggest to me that he needs to be. They have a job to do, and I'm satisfied the job will be done in accordance with the law.
The FNM's calls come days after Monday's advance polls descended into tension when FNM and Coalition of Independent supporters blocked the removal of ballot boxes, accusing officials of violating what they say was a reported agreement on how the boxes should be transported. But amid the questions and accusations, Davis maintains confidence in the electoral process.
Guardrails are in place to ensure the transparency and integrity of the election process. All of us have our election agents. All of us are present during the course of the process. And if anything happens during the course of that, they could record it. Once it's complete, it will challenge it in court.
Now, many are now wondering if Monday's disruption was just a preview of what could unfold on Election Day as thousands of Golden Isles voters head to the polls this coming Monday. We'll be standing by, but for now, back to you, Janelle.
Thanks so much, our Jose Etienne, joining us live in studio tonight. Meantime, Free National Movement Chair Dr. Dwayne Sands doubling down on the party's stance that the returning officer for Golden Isles by-election, Neil Campbell, should step down, while both Campbell and the Prime Minister have both gone on record making it clear that the resignation won't happen. Sands is pushing back that democracy could be at stake if Campbell remains.
If I've run the campaign for the leader of the government party, how can I be impartial? Am I all of a sudden reformed? And so, this protest, this let's create a distraction, let's pretend that, oh, this is an exaggeration. The public is looking on and saying, what the heck? I mean, they cannot possibly be serious.
Well, despite Campbell denying claims of being a campaign general for Prime Minister Philip Davis, Sands says there's party evidence to suggest otherwise. He expressed that doubt that there's all at an all-time high heading into the by-election.
We have our doubts, and certainly to have partisans of self-avowed, self-acknowledged partisans that say, Philip Davis is like my daddy. He ought not have allowed himself to be appointed to this role. He should have recused himself. If he is an honorable gentleman, the person that selected him ought to have known better. And once he found out, even now should say, well, this is not a good look. And maybe in the interest of public confidence, you should stand down.
Meantime, the Foreign Affairs Minister and PLP Chairman Fred Mitchell is pushing back against comments made online by Bahamian Ambassador at Large for Sports Rick Fox after a series of Facebook posts appeared to take direct aim at government. The posts, which circulated, questioned the government's handling of roadworks in the Golden Isles community ahead of the upcoming by-election. In one of the posts, Fox wrote, quote, "You get 2 chances to make it right this election season. Snake bite you once, that's on the snake. Snake bite you twice, that's on you. Snake bite you a third time, you might have voted for it. End quote. Mitchell says that the role of an ambassador is not political commentary, but diplomatic representation.
I made the following comments. All ambassadors resign once the general election confirms a new government, even if it is the same political party. An ambassador, of course, during his time represents the government in office, and no one has to tell him to resign for what he says or believes. If that ambassador has a difference of opinion with the appointing authority, the honorable course is clear to those ambassadors in those circumstances. We don't have to repeat that or tell that to an honorable person.
On to news from the Crime Beat tonight. A search warrant quickly escalated into a shootout between police and an 81-year-old man early Thursday morning. Investigators say a woman inside the home refused to let officers in even after they announced the warrant, forcing police to breach a garage door. The moment they got inside, they say a man barricaded himself, forcing police to breach the bedroom door and then fired directly at them. Officers shot back, hitting him in the buttocks and elbow. He's been identified as entrepreneur Al Colley. The man was transported to hospital, and a short time later, Royal Bahamas Police Force Press Liaison Officer, Chief Superintendent of Police Sharia King, briefed reporters on scene.
Police was executing a search warrant on a residence in West Bay Street when they entered the home and began their search, when an occupant of that resident opened fire on the police. As the officers continued their search, they being in fear for their lives, they returned fire. That individual that opened fire on the police was transported to hospital for medical attention, and at this time they are in stable condition. The police are in their preliminary stages of this investigation, and as we continue this investigation, if we have further information for you, we will provide that to you for this matter. The search warrant was in reference to searching the home for firearms.
This marking the second shooting incident involving police in just 2 days, where officers claim self-defense. King sending this message to those seeking to stop officers from carrying out their duties.
The message I would send to all and everyone. The Royal Bahamas police officers are trained and skilled officers. If you open fire on those officers and they are in fear for their lives, they will defend themselves. So therefore, do not engage the police.
Well, a senior nurse whose suspension ignited national outrage back on the job tonight with no disciplinary action and no restrictions. Bahamas Nurses Union President Muriel Lightburn confirming that veteran nurse Pearl Williams has been fully reinstated at the Princess Margaret Hospital after a 10-day suspension, sparking a countrywide debate about conditions at the nation's busiest public hospital. Lightburn says the investigation into Williams's conduct has wrapped up, and while the findings will still be sent to the disciplinary committee, the matter appears to be closed. Williams is a 44-year-old nursing veteran who was suspended after posting a video detailing leaky roofs, rodents, supply shortages, staff burnout, and delays in opening PMH's new A&E department, and directly appealing to Prime Minister Philip Davis for help. The suspension prompted immediate public backlash, with many accusing officials of targeting a whistleblower instead of addressing systemic failures. Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville says he's requested a full briefing and would ensure that due process was followed, while saying he did not agree with that suspension. Well, national security
was not cut at all. Like I would have mentioned, when you're suspended, when we go through the suspension, the policy, PHA policy says that according to our industrial agreement, that you're suspended with pay for the 10 days pending investigation. And so she was never, her salary was never cut. She would have already admitted, because doing the video, she would have already written a statement to say that, in fact, she did the video and it wasn't the video. And like I alluded to, I didn't see a need for me, I would not have really seen a need for an investigation, but it would be interesting to know what their findings are.
Well, the Minister of National Security, Wayne Monroe, says promotion exercises within the armed forces are currently underway. He made that comment during a sideline interview at Government House. It was a ceremony honoring some long service awardees from the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services. The minister noting that his ministry has oversight of promotions within the Department of Correctional Services, adding that the process is already in motion. He also confirmed that the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Promotion Board has already met and he's been briefed on its work.
People don't realize I have absolutely nothing to do with police promotions, because the Commissioner of Police is responsible for the promotion of contracted officers, sergeants and below, and the Police Service Commission is responsible for promotions from inspector to assistant commissioner of police.
Monroe also outlining what promotions could look like for prison officers at the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services.
Very few sergeants. And so we populated the sergeant rank. We will have to do other promotions as people retire, as some persons pass away. As you've heard, 2 prison officers passed away. It's a matter of filling those ranks. He says he has another 400 lined up. I'll have to see who they are, because it's about, he says, 1,005 people in the service. And I suppose if you have not had promotions for a while, having 800 promotions in the space of 2-3 years may be called for.
Well, a $90 million contract being signed between the Davis administration and the International Development Bank. It's expected to make it easier for consumers to track their electricity usage and help the Bahamas Power and Light Company track outages. The $90 million loan will be used to facilitate the implementation of automatic meters, which will carry out this process. It's being hailed as a revolutionary step in government's energy reform exercise, as the implementation will be done at no cost to consumers.
It reflects our shared belief that we can build a modern, reliable, and resilient energy system through careful planning, strong institutions, and smart investment. This moment, yes, is about infrastructure, but it is also about fairness. It is about stability, and it is about giving every household and every business the chance to thrive in an economy where energy supports growth rather than standing in the way of it.
This contract signing for a $90 million facility from the Inter-American Development Bank will drive a major modernization project that will involve completion of a digitization program, the purchase of needed materials and equipment to support our Family Island projects, and begin working on grid modernization in the Family Islands. The lion's share of the funding will go towards the digitization program. At the core of this transformation is the move to advanced metering infrastructure.
Country representative for the International Development Bank, Shirley Gale, asserting that lots of heavy lifting was done to get to this point, adding that officials kept energy consumers in mind as they roll out this and other phases of government's energy reform plan.
I want to share 3 reasons why this operation, because it's more than a loan, this operation, why it matters. You've heard this morning, and I reiterate that firstly it is about the people, especially the people who live in the Family Islands. When the storms hit, the impact we know can be devastating. And this project will bring new systems, digital tools to every island, ensuring faster restoration of electricity and greater resilience. That means peace of mind for families. Second, it is about empowerment. And we've heard that too. That's part of the theme of the summit. We are introducing, as the chairman said, smart meters to every BPL customer at no cost to the customer, I need to mention. And these tools will put power, economic power, into the hands of the customers.
Well, a New Providence man is awaiting sentencing tonight after a jury found him guilty of murder and attempted murder. 29-year-old DeAndre Dre DeVoe was convicted by a vote of 8-1 for the 2022 shooting that left Emmanuel Manny Brown dead and Samuel Fish Joseph seriously injured. Prosecutors say the men were hanging out at a car wash on 7th Street in the Grove back on May 2nd when DeVoe first approached and asked to borrow $10. Joseph telling the court he later walked DeVoe out of the yard when the accused turned a gun on him and asked, "What you dealing with?" Before opening fire, both men were shot multiple times. Joseph lost his right eye but survived that incident, identifying DeVoe as the man he'd known for years. And in his final moments, Brown allegedly named Dre from 8th Street as his shooter. The defense argued poor lighting made unreliable identification possible, but jurors didn't accept that claim. Justice Janine Weish Gomez will begin the penalty phase in January. DeVoe remains on remand. He was represented by K. Melvin Monroe, Timothy Bailey, and Connell Kelly, prosecuted. Well, following the murder of a 7-month pregnant woman, Lauren Saunders, whose unborn child also died, Anne-Marie Davis in the Office of the Spouse has called for the case to be treated as a double murder. However, Bahamian law does not currently recognize the death of an unborn child as murder. The debate has reignited public questions about how the law defines life and whether reform is needed. Considering that Bahamian law does not recognize an unborn child as a legal life for the purpose of a murder charge, Eyewitness News turning to social media posing the question, considering that the law does not recognize this as an unborn child as legal life, do you believe this strengthens the case for legalizing abortion? 70% of participants voting yes, the legal definition of life should align with personal autonomy and reproductive rights. 11% voting no, the treatment of unborn life in homicide law should not influence abortion policy, while some 14% voted possibly. The issue highlights inconsistencies that warrant broader legal review. 5% voting that they were unsure. Be sure to continue to participate in our daily digital polls as your voice matters. Well, if you've got a news tip or if you've seen news in the making, call the Ion News hotline at 397-6397. We also invite you to send your letters to the editor for publication on all of our social media platforms, Eyewitness News Bahamas at gmail.com. And if you're watching on our Facebook or YouTube page, share your thoughts about today's stories in the comments section. We want to hear from you. We're just getting started in Eyewitness News tonight, but when we come back, the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services, they see their officers promoted. There are 30 of them. We've got the good news coming up, and later Bahamar connecting with some young men for a good cause. We've got more on that right after this break, but first, a check on tonight's weather.
Hello, bonjour, hola, hello, ciao.
No matter where your passport takes you, BTC roaming keeps you effortlessly connected. Enjoy seamless calls, lightning-fast data, and affordable roaming across the globe. No SIM swaps, no stress. Just one network, working everywhere. So go ahead, explore the world, and still be just a call away from home.
Fill up box for all $30.
The new KFC Fill-Up Box, serving 6 juicy pieces of chicken, 4 buttery biscuits, crispy fries to share, and 12 premium original recipe KFC nuggets, all packed into one crave-worthy box. So dig in and do whatever the crunch you want with the KFC Fill-Up Box. Only at KFC, it's finger-licking good.
What is car sexy yet? I need to upgrade, eh?
That's easy. Just apply for a cash and go loan. Once approved, you're in the giveaway.
This lady even got no Bluetooth. You want some presents?
Yes.
No. I don't think anybody getting presents this year.
This Christmas, trade up. Get approved for a loan at Cash and Go and enter to win this brand new Kia.
I'm Darren Pickstock, PLP candidate for Golden Isles. the only candidate with a real plan to get things done in the community. And I've already started by listening, solving problems, and showing up. That's the kind of representative you deserve. From repairing infrastructure to connecting you to opportunities, we can make real progress over the next year. Give me this chance on November 24th, and I'll prove just how much we can accomplish together.
Matching pajamas, Junkanoo, decorating contest, or caroling with the crew. However you Christmas, do it your way. With a Christmas loan from Bank of the Bahamas, you get the funds you need to celebrate the way you want. Plus, a chance to win one of 3 shopping sprees. Apply today at www.bankbahamas.com or email us at loans@bankbahamas.com. Christmas your way with BOB, your bank of solutions. Terms and conditions apply.
This segment of Eyewitness News is brought to you by EV Motors Fleet Sales Division. For 2026 commercial vehicles, call 821-2403 today.
Here's a look at your Eyewitness News gas tracker. You're getting $5.48 at Esso tonight. Rubis coming in at $5.28. Also Shell coming in at $5.28. Those are your prices at the pump. Welcome back. You're watching Eyewitness News. Well, more than 30 officers from the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services were honored today for their long service and good conduct at an award ceremony held at the Mount Fitzwilliams Ballroom at Government House. The officers receiving awards for 30 and 25 years of service, as well as the Distinguished Medal, joined by family and friends. Officers from corporals to chief correctional officers donned their full uniforms to receive their honors from Governor General Dame Cynthia Mother Pratt, who herself once served as the Minister of National Security. Present Minister of National Security Wayne Monroe also on hand, celebrating the officers for their faithful and dedicated service.
Good service. And Commissioner always begging, Your Excellency, always. I get a break because we're at Government House. But his entreaties are always about improving the condition and circumstances in which you, the correctional officers, work. Because quite frankly, you deserve it. And so he is correct. I tell him that if things go horribly wrong at the facility, as the law makes me a bit responsible about, both he and I will become residents there. And neither of us wish for that to be the case. And so we continue to pledge to do our very best to improve your working conditions and conditions of service.
Those honored were Chief Correctional Officer Delencia Gray and Correctional Sergeant Zebion, both recognized for 25 years of faithful and dedicated service. Gray also receiving the Medal of Valor for her heroic actions during the 2024 fire at the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services, where she was able to render critical aid.
As a female, knowing that females are normally left at the background of most things. In the institution, females are starting to be acknowledged for their services. Good to be able to be recognized on a level to show that you are just as equal as the men.
Okay, you need mother's wit and you need tact, because those inmates, they have a lot of tact, and if you don't get your mother's wit and your tact about you, they will trick you and they will fool you.
Well, the Bahama Resort hosting its 6th annual Food for Thought event, a mentorship experience. It's designed to connect young men with seasoned professionals. The initiative, held in recognition of International Men's Day, bringing together 25 students from both public and private schools. Bahamas Director of Talent and Development, Jamario Thompson, says the focus this year isn't just on conversation. He says it's on what these young men can take away from the experience.
It's very important for these kind of events and things to happen, because one of the
things in this country is that we don't celebrate them enough. We don't hear from them enough. So this month we wanted to put a spotlight on them. And so this is just one of the events here. One of the other things you mentioned, mental health. All right, we had Harrison Thompson, who did a mental health series just for the men. We had Mr. Ian Fernando, who did financial wellness for our men. We had a coffee break with donuts and coffee, other pastries, just for our men. We've also been into our schools this month and just connecting with our young men, not by giving any speeches or anything, but by small group discussions and games and activities that show that we're there, we care, and we're here to lend a hand. At the end of it, we're hoping that our young men, our men on campus, that they realize that they have support systems that may not exist in their very circle. And so we're hoping that they can use this as a kind of a launch pad to get the resources and assistance they need, wherever it may be.
Today's event lasted just 3 hours. Organizers say the impact is designed to stretch far beyond that. At the heart of this initiative was giving these young men the space to share how the event is shaping their perspective and also their personal growth.
I feel as though since I came into the building and since I came into the room, it was just a great atmosphere altogether. With the networking part, I feel as though I've talked to so many different people, and if the connection with each different person has been so different. So I feel as though I feel as though it could help me get further in life as a 12th grade student, leaving, going to college, and learning from these men who already passed what I've done. So I feel as though it's a great opportunity for me.
I've really learning some more about my financial literacy for a man, because as a young man in the Bahamas, it's common to have struggles financially, and I've been talking a lot with them about it and how I could have a better understanding of how to manage a situation like that.
Well, it all goes down tonight, the final showdown for the Miss Universe 2025 pageant. All eyes are on our very own Miss Universe, Bahamas, Malik Bo, competing in Thailand. Social media over the last few days has been buzzing about her pageant looks. One seemingly more popular than all the others was her costume depicting the Bahamas. She dressed as a pirate, and some say the costume could not have been more timely considering recent news about residents looting from a barge in Abaco. Well, the Bahamas is looking on tonight and wishing Melanie all the best at the Miss Universe pageant, which officially begins at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to support our very own. Well, stay right with us. Laurentia Smith is up next with your latest check on sports right after this break.
Mr. Brown is a man. When he said something, he meant it from his heart.
So he's really a great man, a giant of a man. And he's always been reliable, consistent.
He provided jobs for young people and not too young people.
He never left the office. The office been open from in the morning till the night. He had summer camps. He did back to school. BJC for the kids.
Easter egg hunt, Mother's Day, prayer breakfast.
Whether you're F&M, PLP, COI, or independent, you came to him and he will always assist you.
If a man can do that outside of the House of Assembly, can you imagine what representation he will bring to the House for Golden House?
This time around, we will begin with BBB, Mr. Brian Brown.
One item? Are you tired of limited choices?
I'll have the one item on the menu, thank you.
Wow!
So many choices.
Why settle for less when you deserve more? When it comes to the ways you pay, the more, the better. With a variety of payment options available, you can enjoy the freedom to choose what works best for you. Choose freedom. Choose flexibility. Choose from the full menu of payment options. The future of pay is digital.
Eyewitness Sports is brought to you by 103.5 The Beat.
Welcome to another edition of Eyewitness Sports. I'm Laurencia Smith. Thanks for joining us. Topping sports tonight. It's Sports Month and the celebration continues. At this hour, the spotlight is once again on the National Hall of Fame. 14 Bahamian greats are set to be inducted in this year's class. Forster Dorset and Norbert Elliott in athletics, Arnold Bean and Stephen Pinder posthumous, and Father Marcion Peters posthumous in basketball. Ernie Barr and Alvin Sargent in boxing, Sidney Sinclair and Kim Thompson in cycle, Don Cornish and Laverne Simonet in volleyball, Joseph Roll in horse racing, and Reverend Dr. Philip McPhee in sailing, and Rex Haburn honored for bodybuilding and powerlifting. Now the celebration is being held over at Sandals to celebrate their decades of excellence across Bahamian sports. Congratulations to all of the inductees. Now let's head on over to the volleyball court with the GSSA as a new champion has been crowned. The H.O. Nash Lions Junior Boys capped off an excellent 2025 GSSA volleyball season, claiming championship glory at the Anatole Rogers High School Gymnasium on Wednesday. The Lions held on to their junior boys' crown with a 2-1 series win over the AF Athlete Tigers. It was a roller coaster series. The Lions dropped a 3-set thriller in Game 1, 22-25, 25-23, 15-3 on Monday, but bounced back with a straight set victory Tuesday, 25-23, 25-19 to even the series. In a decisive final game, the Lions sealed their title win with a 25-20, 25-21 win, proving once again why they're the team to beat. Congratulations to all of our young athletes. Well, that's what's making sports at this hour. I'm Laurencia Smith. Stay tuned for more news on the other side of the break.
A delicious stuffed turkey with all the trimmings. Thanksgiving is near, and so are the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarket. Promo's cornflakes, 18 ounces, $3.19. Parmalat whole or 2% reduced fat milk, 32 ounces, $3.19. OK flour, 4.4 pounds, $3.99. Whole chicken wings, $1.69 per pound. Fresh limes, 3 for $1. As the season approaches, find your holiday favorites at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
I'm Darren Pickstock, PLP candidate for Golden Isles, the only candidate with a real plan to get things done in the community. And I've already started by listening, solving problems, and showing up. That's the kind of representative you deserve. From repairing infrastructure to connecting you to opportunities, we can make real progress over the next year. Give me this chance on November 24th, and I'll prove just how much we can accomplish together.
Things may be tough, but Wendy's got you covered. Grab a day single or chicken sandwich with a junior fries and 16-ounce beverage for just $6.95. Why choose less from the other guys when you can get more? At Wendy's, we're providing bigger bites and better deals. So purchase your Tings Tough Value Meal today. Now available at all locations excluding the airport and food truck.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
Registering for the advanced poll? Listen up. 2 deadlines are looming. Overseas voters must apply by Thursday, October 30th. Special voters have until Thursday, November 6th. Who qualifies? An overseas voter is a Bahamian eligible to vote from abroad, like students studying overseas and certain government personnel posted outside the Bahamas, along with qualifying spouses and immediate family. A special voter is someone who may be unable to vote in person on election day, including those 65 and older, hospitalized hospitalized or in a care facility, pregnant, or who have recently given birth, traveling or stationed overseas on election day, candidates and their spouses, election workers, and parliamentary registration employees. For the full list of who qualifies and how to apply, click the link in the caption or pause the screen. Don't miss your deadline. Apply for the advanced poll today.
You're watching Eyewitness News.
Welcome back. Well, we take you back tonight to the Golden Isles constituency, where the Progressive Liberal Party is expected to host a rally tonight ahead of Monday night's by-election. That seat left vacant following the death of former Cabinet Minister Vaughn Miller. Our Lyndon Ritchie Jr. is standing by live tonight with the latest. Lyndon?
Good evening, Janelle. That's right. Coming to you live once again from the Golden Isles constituency at a rally for progress, which is being held by the PLP, of course, in support of its candidate, Darren Pickstock. Now, of course, while the event hasn't started yet, supporters of the PLP have been flocking in, and I've managed to grab Ms. Butler, who is a Progressive Liberal Party supporter who also lives in Golden Isles. Now, Ms. Butler, you told me moments before this that you have lived in Golden Isles for decades now. Tell me why you are supporting the Progressive Liberal Party in this upcoming by-election.
In any election, I was born a PLP and never left them, okay? So I give my support to them all the time.
How do you feel about the PLP selecting Mr. Pickstock as their candidate to represent them?
That was the best choice, the best choice. He is magnificent, and I stand with him in everything.
Now, I know you live in the constituency. What do you feel about claims that persons have been saying that, Golden Isles have been neglected, and now that the by-election is right around the corner, residents are being shown some support and their cries are being heard?
I'm excited about it, very excited, because we were neglected for a long while, but we understand why, okay? The reasons for that is, too much, but, we're there. We're there with him.
Final question from me. What are you hoping to see from Mr. Pickstock in the community if he was to be elected?
Everything that he is doing right now, I expect to see that continuously.
Thank you so much, Ms. Butler. Now, Janae, of course, you just heard from some PLP supporters who are saying that they are excited ahead of the by-election on Monday. They are hoping that after those votes are counted on Monday night, that Mr. Pickstock will be able to represent the constituency of Golden Isles. Now, of course, as I said, once again, the event has not begun as yet, but we're expected to hear from Prime Minister Philip Davis, Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper. We're hoping to hear from some sitting PLP members of Parliament, such as Minister Glenys Hanna Martin, Minister Jobeth Colby Davis, Minister Jomo Campbell, Minister Pia Glover-Roll, and also newly ratified candidate for Fort Charlotte, Sebastian Bastian. Now, of course, once again, if my cameraman will just take a part of the crowd, PLPs are standing to their feet and they are getting ready to begin a rally for progress here tonight in the Golden Isles constituency. Now, we encourage all our viewers to stay tuned to Eyewitness News Digital tonight for consistent updates. Of course, coming up is Beyond the Headlines with Shanique Miller. That will also be live here tonight from the Golden Isles constituency, but sending it back to you at the desk, Janelle.
Thanks so much, our Lyndon Ritchie Jr. doing political coverage tonight for us. Of course, as he mentioned, you can continue to stay tuned to our digital pages. We'll also be streaming this rally live on Facebook. You can continue to tune in that rally being held live in the Golden Gates constituency right here on the ILTV network. Golden Isles. Well, that wraps up news at this hour. Once again, I'm Janae Noel. Thanks so much for joining us. Please continue to watch. Good night, everyone.
Spice it up with
2.5 years, but I walk in here all of a sudden, total stranger. I'm calling you Rick and Sheila. Like,
At Island Lock, we take sports seriously. Get ready to experience the thrill of winning anytime and any place. Bet in real time and live the thrill of every play while watching your winnings stack up. It's your chance to score big with fast payouts and a world-class experience. Get in the game and bet the Bahamian way with Island Luck Sportsbook.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites, we offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods. Taste the difference.
But I walk in here all of a sudden, total stranger. I'm calling you Rick and Sheila. Like,
At Island Lock, we take sports seriously. Get ready to experience the thrill of winning anytime and any place. Bet in real time and live the thrill of every play while watching your winnings stack up. It's your chance to score big with fast payouts and a world-class experience. Get in the game and bet the Bahamian way with Island Luck Sportsbook.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites, we offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods. Taste the difference.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers on Beyond the Headlines are not necessarily those of management, ownership, or production unit of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without express written permission of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2021.
Good evening. All eyes are on the Golden Gates constituency this evening, where the governing candidate, Darren Pickstock, is facing a very tough by-election battle that will happen in about 3 days' time here in the Golden Isles constituency. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to a special Beyond the Headlines, a paid political broadcast here in the Golden Isles constituency at the Progressive Liberal Party's headquarters here in the constituency. Good evening, everyone. Once again, I'm Shanique Miller. It's great to have you all here. Now, tonight, the governing party is hosting its first and only political rally link-up in this entire by-election campaign. And this evening, of course, about 3 days before the residents here of Golden Isles go to the polls to cast their vote and to determine who they will choose to lead them moving forward and into the next general election and beyond. That vote happens on Monday, and of course, Beyond the Headlines and Eyewitness News will be covering that vote from the moment it starts until well into the evening once we have the results. This evening, though, the party is here, the Progressive Liberal Party is here in Golden Isles, and they are here with a number of their key faces, their known faces, cabinet ministers and candidates and members of parliament to bring the party's message to Golden Isles and by extension the nation. This is also an opportunity for Darren Pickstock to be able to present his message on a more national platform. It's good to have you all tuned in this evening. I have several guests of the Progressive Liberal Party who will be sitting with me throughout this evening, and joining me first this evening is the Member of Parliament for Golden Gates. I think I may have got that a little mixed up. Golden Gates, Pia Glover-Roll, and of course the Minister of the Public Service. Good evening to you. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines and our very special broadcast. It's good to have you here.
Good evening, Shanique. It's always a pleasure to be on Beyond the Headlines. Thank you for coming out to us, but definitely a pleasure to be here tonight. You could feel the excitement in the air. Things are getting started. The crowd is thick, and we're excited about the energy and the momentum that we feel on the ground here in Golden Isles.
Well, let's talk about that energy and that momentum. I mean, it's 3 days out. I know the nerves are kicking in. The party has come with its only rally. What was the strategy behind that? I mean, you can say perhaps your closest competitor had more than one rally, but this governing party this time decided one rally is sufficient.
Well, the machinery of the Progressive Liberal Party is evident. I think we saw it in the advanced polls. So when the machinery is in play, this is what the culmination is, a mass rally, if you would say. But what was important for us here in Golden Isles was doing the work, connecting with the people. This is a massive constituency, Shanique. So it took all hands on deck to ensure that we're connecting with the people, we're understanding what their needs, their concerns are, so that when a plan is crafted, and our candidate, Darren Pickstock, he does have a preliminary plan, that 10-point plan, because he's already growing that plan, we have to ensure that we understand what the people are looking for. Service isn't about coming in and doing what we want.
No.
Service is about coming in, finding out the needs, the desires, the issues, complex or simple, of the constituents, and ensuring that we are responding to those needs.
Yes. Now, of course, again, this evening there are a list of speakers. I think you are among them as well, of speakers this evening. We are going to go to the stage for as much of it as possible, so we will do minimum talking once a speaker hits the stage. But this evening, of course, we are going to get into exactly that confidence that appears very evident in your candidate, Darren Pickstock. Explain how the governing party came into this constituency at a very, very tough time after a loss, a significant loss, but to have a candidate that appears so confident moving about and speaking to the people.
Our candidate can be confident because, first of all, he has support. He has the full machinery of a serving government with him, behind him, and on the ground with him. We are able, as a result of that, to deliver immediately. So you would have seen as you drove through the constituency, that work has already started. And I call it the appetizer. And the full course is coming once he's elected as the Member of Parliament. But he has the machinery of the government behind him. not only going door to door, but ensuring that we're responding in real time to the needs of the constituents. Those short-term goals that can be accomplished immediately, those medium-term goals that we begin to do the work on, and then preparing to do the long-term. And he has ministers like myself, like the Minister of Works, like the Minister of Environment, like the Minister responsible for water and sewerage, when we think about some of the issues that we hear coming out of the constituency, that are able to walk with him, stand with him, respond with him to the constituents of Golden Isles.
Yes, certainly. Of course, we've heard a lot of that in the last several weeks about the issues that exist, and perhaps some have been lingering for some time that have been addressed and are being addressed. And so, of course, we are sure that Mr. Pickstock himself will talk more about that this evening when he hits the stage. But let's just talk about that campaign messages and the messaging that came forth over the last several weeks by each one of you, who I understood took to various polling divisions and areas of this constituency to ensure that you touched, spoke with, and heard almost everyone, if not everyone's voices and concerns.
The message was about choosing stability, choosing the progress and allowing us to continue the momentum, choosing a candidate that is able to continue to deliver on the results that you already see, because again, he has the government behind him. And the beauty of this is our candidate can be so confident because he has the Prime Minister on the ground with him. The Prime Minister is on the ground with us, the Deputy Prime Minister is on the ground with us, head to head, ensuring that we're not only making promises, we're not only talking, but we're delivering on the results. And that message of continuing the progress is most critical. Progress in Golden Isles, but of course progress on a national level.
Yes, absolutely. Let's just talk about that PLP strategy. You know what? I'll tell you this. I promised you all we're not going to talk over the speakers this evening. We're going to send it right now to the podium, where the first speaker this evening is the Fort Charlotte candidate, Sebas Bastian.
It's a strength of experience. And when you put fresh ideas and proven leadership in the same room, that combination will drive us to a level of national progress we've never seen before. As I move throughout Northern Ireland, around the country, I sit with the younger generation and hear different types of conversation. Something that I've never really heard before. A different type of grit. A different type of hunger, a different type of ambition. Bahamians are no longer waiting for someone to save them. They've moved past from looking for the government to save them alone, and they've shifted that power to themselves. Because when you take ambition and raw talent and you match that with an educational system, what you get out of that is something that is transformational. That's how you turn aspirations into businesses. That's how you turn curiosity into industries. That's how you turn drive into national progress. So when the Prime Minister launched Upscale Bahamas last week, I was so proud, because now can access over 40 courses from universities and institutions all over the world. And that is how our government is driving progress, and it will continue to drive progress. And best of all, the best of all, it is free for each and every one of you. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what progress looks like. On Monday, Golden Isles will have a decision to make. A choice between a few candidates. But I want to focus on two for right now. And my mother always told me, she was out here tonight, she said, if you don't know a man, you call him Mr. So I got my whole point. And he ran in the 2021 election that just passed. Golden Isles overwhelmingly voted against his representation. Now, either he's confusing loyalty with with support, but the fact that he never left around sounds more like he didn't get the message that Golden Eyes was trying to send. And then he moved on to say he's been on the ground for over 8 years. 8 years is a mighty long time. But we haven't seen one significant thing that he's done with those 8 years. And then he says, I live around here. But what God is it is to live in Golden Eyes and you don't want to live in Golden Eyes. Leadership has nothing to do with where you sleep. It has what to do with what you build, what you improve, and what you deliver for the community that you're trying to serve. In other words, sorry, Triple B, I gotta say this is on my spirit. Your residency is not your resume. Now, let's move to the man of the hour. Our man. A man called Darren Pickstock. He has already hit the ground running. He's working and he's delivering for Golden Isles. Because there's a difference. There's a difference, and people get this confused all the time. There's a difference between being in motion and doing action. You see, motion feels like progress, but action is progress. So, Mr. Reb Sheikh has been in motion for 8 years. He's been walking, he's been waving, and he's been talking, but he has nothing to show and nothing to deliver for Golden Isles. Darren Pickstock, on the other hand, has been on the ground from day one, engaging in families, addressing infrastructure, and bringing solutions, and presenting Golden Isles with a real plan to take Golden Isles forward. Now, Golden Isles, this is where clarity matters. This is where conviction matters. This is where your pick matters. I want you to pick someone that has a plan for the young people of Golden Isles. I want you to pick someone that's going to turn promises into projects and projects into progress. I want you to pick someone that's going to stand for Golden Isles, deliver for Golden Isles. And when we go to the polls on Monday morning, there's only one pick we can make, and that's Darren Emmanuel Pickstock. PLPs, I know all of you know what to do on Monday morning, but this message is for the undecided out there. We cannot replace a winning playbook with a question mark. We cannot trade a proven path for a promise with no proof. We cannot turn back when forward is finally working. This is our moment to rise. This is our moment to step forward to the future boldly. And this is our moment to continue to build on progress. BLP! BLP!
That's what I'm talking about. There goes Fort Charlotte. But y'all really ready? But we're going for the best stock tonight.
Sebastian, the candidate for Fort Charlotte, and by the way, Pia, Minister Glover Rule, he has a very sizable representation here this evening. Explain the attraction and the magnetism that is Sebastian on this campaign.
Well, let me tell you something. When you are coming in fresh on the trail, you have to show your support. And I think Mr. Bastian has definitely done that consistently. The momentum is there behind him. And in order to win, it takes numbers. And he's demonstrated those numbers. And I want to say that these numbers come out of Fort Charlotte. I grew up in the Chippenham area. I know the faces. I know the people. The magnetism is the it factor. The it factor that's important, the it factor that's relatable, the it factor that speaks to the young, possibly apathetic voters, but the it factor that speaks to the older voters that want stability.
Yeah.
They want somebody who has a proven track record.
Yes.
And he is that person.
Yes.
Before stepping into political life, he's been able to demonstrate success in business.
Yes.
He's been able to demonstrate success in family life. I see his mother out here supporting him, waving her flag, and so proud of her son. But most importantly, when we talk about coming into political life, we talk about coming in with a track record, coming in with a resume, and coming in with experience.
That's important.
And he brings that.
That footprint is hugely important. We're going to go back now to the podium where Jomo Campbell, the incumbent for Centerville, is about to make his presentation this evening.
We know what leadership feels like, and we know what true action delivers. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is not just another rally. It is a reflection point. Under the leadership of our Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Brave Davis, our party has been laser focused on driving real outcomes for Bahamian families. We have stabilized this country, rebuilt opportunities, expanded access, and invested in people. We have put our shoulders to the wheel and delivered tangible progress, from agriculture to education, from infrastructure to innovation. And as the Member of Parliament for Centerville, I have personally witnessed firsthand how our policies, rooted in compassion, growth, and national upliftment, have transformed lives across our constituency and across our nation. Now, that trajectory of success didn't happen by accident. It is the result of disciplined leadership, strategic execution, and a government that doesn't just talk, a government that acts. And so, Golden Isles, tonight, I say to you, this is your moment to lock into that momentum. This is your moment to double down on leadership that actually works. This is your moment to stand firm with your candidate, Darren Pickstock, a man who is not afraid to roll up his sleeves, to hit the ground, and to deliver. Darren is not just a name on a poster. He is your advocate, your voice, your champion, your man of action. Golden Isles, when you elect Darren Pickstock, you are electing a representative who aligns with a government that is already building, already delivering, and already creating opportunities for you and your families. You, Golden Isles, cannot afford to change course. You cannot afford to experiment. You definitely cannot afford to gamble with the future of your children and the stability of our economy. When the PLP is moving the country forward, you secure that momentum by electing an MP who is ready to work. So, Golden Isles, this is the call to action. Stand with the PLP. Stand with progress. Stand with Darren Pickstock. And as I close, I will leave this with you. All of this can only happen once you vote PLP. So when you wake up on Monday morning and that golden sunshine rises over Golden Isles, Miss Walks from Young Streets want me to remind you of Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. Remember, be strong and courageous. Don't be terrified and discouraged. For the Lord will go with you wherever you go. He will go with you when you vote PLP, when you vote for Darren Pickstock, and when you vote for progress. PLP! PLP! PLP!
Can you tell me who's in the building? PLP. Say who's in the building? PLP.
Centerville Member of Parliament Jomo Campbell and Minister of Agriculture bringing his remarks here this evening. If you are just tuning in, welcome to our live special paid political broadcast here on Beyond the Headlines in the Golden Isles constituency. Just about 3 days now until Golden Isles goes to the polls. We're going to take a first break this evening and come back with much more live here on Beyond the Headlines in Golden Isles.
I'm Darren Pickstock, PLP candidate for Golden Isles. The only candidate with a real plan to get things done in the community. And I've already started by listening, solving problems, and showing up. That's the kind of representative you deserve. From repairing infrastructure to connecting you to opportunities. We can make real progress over the next year. Give me this chance on November 24th, and I'll prove just how much we can accomplish together.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best-kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
At the Water and Sewage Corporation, safety and convenience are our top priorities. However, our meter readers face challenges that can make their job difficult. Locked gates to guard dogs sometimes leads to missed readings and estimated bills, which can be frustrating for you and us. That's why we're upgrading to digital meters. They bring safety, accuracy, and convenience to homes across the Bahamas. We can streamline data collection, reduce on-site visits, and provide more accurate bills with no more estimates. Digital meters also help detect leaks early, saving you from costly bills and reducing water waste. Soon, a user-friendly app will let you track your water usage, manage bills, and stay informed, all at your fingertips. Over the next year, we're rolling out digital meters nationwide, transforming how we serve you with a safer and cost-efficient water supply. To learn about our digital meters, visit our website or call us today. And don't forget to update your information at any of our locations.
Crossing the Sidney Poitier Bridge just got easier. Now you can pay your bridge tolls using debit or credit cards.
No more searching for cash.
Just tap and go. Quick, secure, and easy.
Modern convenience, same trusted service from the Bridge Authority.
Mr. Brown is a man. When he said something, he meant it from his heart.
So he's really a great man, a giant of a man.
And he's always been reliable, consistent.
He provided jobs for young people and not too young people.
He never left the office. The office been open from in the morning till the night.
He had summer camps, he did back to school.
BJC for the kids.
Easter egg hunt, Mother's Day, prayer breakfast.
Whether you're F&M, PLP, COI, or independent, you came to him and he will always assist you.
If a man can do that outside of the House of Assembly, can you imagine what representation he will bring to the House for Golden Isles?
This time around,
we will begin with BBB, Mr. Brian Brown.
Paid for by the Free National Movement.
They're getting desperate. They scrambling. They creating stories. And that's because they too feel the momentum swinging against them. They see our support. They watching. They know that the people are pick stock. When they say they read and they scared.
Keep the FNM out.
Get out! And they terrified, in fact, because Fox and Leon in the building tonight, so I could just say, they scared of the cut hip that coming on November 24th. Golden Isles, seriously, this election is about one thing: building on progress. Not going backwards, not starting over, but moving forward with the PLP. Golden Isles, you have to continue to build on the progress that you already see happening in this constituency. And the nation needs to build on the progress happening on every island. So we're talking about billions of dollars in investments, creating thousands of jobs. We have roads, airports, clinics in progress throughout our family islands. We're feeding our young people in our schools. We're training them with the National Apprenticeship Program, the National Youth Guard, DigiLearn, Upskill, and thousands of opportunities for training young people. We have hired your Progressive Liberal Party government thousands more young people in the public service under the age of 35. And we've given salary increases, promotions to thousands and thousands more. So we can't afford PLP. We can't afford Golden Isles to stop this progress now. So in this by-election and in the next general election, the only option to build on progress is Darren and the PLP. Darren Pickstock, we know it, is a man of action. He's focused on results. He's a man of his word. And for weeks now, we've seen him on the ground, delivering before the victory comes. He isn't waiting to be the MP to make things happen right now. And that's what real leadership looks like. But Golden Isles, let me tell you, what you've seen so far, that's just the appetizer. When Pickstock becomes your MP, the full course is coming. Projects, progress, and delivery backed by the full strength of this administration. So from Dignity Gardens to Coral Harbor to Adelaide Village, every yard, every home, every family, on Monday, the 24th of November, we voting to continue the momentum, we voting to build on the progress, and we voting Pickstock and the PLP. Golden Isles, let me just do a temperature check. Are you ready? Well, Golden Isles, let's bring it home. Let's lock it down. We picking Pickstock and the PLP because it's PLP all the way. PLP, PLP. PLP, PLP, PLP.
Golden Gates, Member of Parliament and incumbent Pia Glover-Roll, Minister of the Public Service, bringing remarks here this evening, telling those gathered here, as well as those watching via live stream, via this broadcast here on Beyond the Headlines, to stay the course of the Progressive Liberal Party, who in this election, in this by-election, as well as the general election ahead, is building on progress. Well, joining me in this segment of the show is Robin Lyons, of course, an executive member of the Progressive Liberal Party. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Shanique, and good evening, Bahamas. Everybody that's watching and tuned in, it is such a pleasure to be sitting with you tonight.
That theme of building on progress seems to be really sort of the theme and the words, the buzzwords this evening. Let's talk about some of the progress that not only Golden Isles, but the nation should be reminded of and also buy into for another term.
Well, absolutely. I think one of the things that this particular administration can be proud of is that we're not running on a promise record. And I think that is phenomenal for any administration that's in government to be able to say, look at what we did when we came into office in the reduction of value-added tax, right? Look at what we did in the area of housing, the amount of low-cost homes that we've built in this administration compared to no homes built in the last administration, and extending low-cost homes to the family of islands. Look at what we've done in the increase of minimum wage. Look at what we've done in the increase of employees in our armed forces. Look at what we've done in education. Look at what we've done in the Ministry of Labor. with the industrial agreements. Look at what we've done with promotions. Look at what we've done with salaries and increases. I mean, building on progress is not a slogan. Building on progress is a continued commitment of this administration, saying that we can look back at the foundation that we've laid, at the work that we have done. We've listened to the people of this country. We understand the needs of this country, and we're building on the progress that has already been made.
If the people of Golden Isles were looking for inspiration, somebody to really believe in and believe in them, talk about the story of Darren Pickstock. I've seen that story now all over social media, on television and various other spots, about how he's pulled himself up from a parking boy all the way to nominee.
That's it.
Here this evening. Talk about how that story can inspire the average person here in Golden Isles.
Well, absolutely. One of the things I like to talk about, because, you know, it's almost like a cliche when people talk about humble beginnings. And so they say it as a means of trying to relate to the average person. But with Senator Darren Pickstock, it's not just something that is relatable. It's a story that is true. It is authentic. And it is his history. And why I like it so much is because it resonates with me so much, because it's so similar to my upbringing. As a matter of fact, he and I went to William Gordon Primary School together. William Gordon Primary School is no longer in existence. It merged into Columbus Primary.
I remember that name.
We went to William Gordon Primary School together, and from then, he was a go-getter. From then, he was the kind of person that knew, Mommy didn't have it. I need to go out there and work and stay focused, stay in school, and make my own way. Always a young man wanting to make an honest dollar and to do something for himself that he could be proud of. And he's worked his way up. And I want to tell Golden Isles, when you talk about someone with a mentality of hard work, then you know that's someone who isn't coming to be served. He knows about service. He's always been a servant. And that's what Golden Isles needs in this season. Golden Isles needs somebody who has a mindset and a mentality to get in there and get something done. And this young man has always had to get on his 2 feet and make things happen for himself. I believe he's going to bring that same grit, that same tenacity, that same commitment to what is needed in Golden Isles. He is not going to hit the ground running. He's already hit the ground running with BGCSE, free BGCSE and BJC classes via Zoom already in progress. He has a hotline, a helpline already in progress.
He's not waiting to be elected.
He's not waiting to be elected. He's already clearing down areas. And I'm just talking about what he's doing. Not what he's handling the government to do for the people of Golden Isles. Out of his pocket, out of his own means. He's saying, listen, if you need this done, we're going to get it done together.
Undecided voter who is to say, you know, Darren Pickstock, I hear you, and I see your 10-point plan. But what else can you tell me? What else can you tell them?
Well, what I'd say to the undecided voter is this. We are in a season in our country where we are not able to think about what we may do. It's what we must do. We have to put people in the House of Parliament who just won't lead as representatives of their constituency, but who are going to lead as representatives of this country. Look at the record of Darren Pickstock. Look at where he's come from, and look at what he's done with his own life. Look at what he's done with every single opportunity he's ever been given. And that is sufficient for you to know that Golden Isles will not be an exception. He lives in this constituency.
Oh, he does live in the...
I think he lives in Coral Harbor, is it? I got to check the boundary.
Yeah.
But this young man is a young man who has capitalized on every single open door that's ever been made for him. And where doors weren't open, he pushed himself through. I believe that Golden Isles is getting ready to receive someone who's going to give you the very best he has every single day of the week. And that's not a promise, that's an assurance, because that's the record that he has. And I am hopeful that Golden Isles is going to give Senator Darren Pickstock an opportunity to show you that all of his life he's been a hard worker. And this time around, he wants to work for Golden Isles.
The Progressive Liberal Party, as I've been watching from my show and from the vantage point of a talk show host, I've been watching, obviously, all the parties canvass this area. The Progressive Liberal Party have been intent, it appears, on actually sending teams out to ensure that they actually infiltrate this area, this entire constituency that's the largest in the nation.
Absolutely.
Let's just talk about what are you finding What are you finding that people have an appetite for now and their needs versus even last election?
Yeah, well, Golden Isles is a unique constituency in that the pockets of need are select. It's not a Bain and Grantstown. It's not a Centerville where we have a lot of urban area, and so we know that all of the areas are areas where we have to expend a lot of resources. Golden Isles is a middle class, upper middle class constituency in many respects. And so what the people of Golden Isles, what we're finding is that they don't speak from a place of self. They don't speak from a place of individual family. They speak from community. They're talking about roads. They're talking about lighting. They're talking about parks and public spaces being adequate for children. They're talking about the fact that they want to make sure that the area is clean and that persons who have contracts for these areas are actually doing their job on a consistent basis, right? They're talking about representation that shows up after the vote. They're talking about someone who is going to hear from them before you go to Parliament. So when you say I rise on behalf of the people of Golden Isles, they're actually included in the discussion and in the conversation. And that is so good, because when Senator Pickstock created that 10-point plan, he didn't do it and present it to Golden Isles. He went to Golden Isles with the questions, and he created this as a result of those conversations after some time being in the community and hearing what people have to say. And I'm proud of the kind of conversations the residents of Golden Isles are having. They're candid, they're honest, they are uninhibited, unfettered. They're telling you the truth.
Also, these people are very frank.
Yes.
They have no stars in their eyes when
very articulate. Yes. And they're not starstruck.
Yes.
And the first thing they tell you is, I don't need anything from you. I want these things done.
They
for
just
my
want
community,
good governance for their community.
for my constituency. We're talking about flooding. I don't know if you remember, just last week there was a very robust and extremely articulate town hall meeting on the government's very comprehensive and extensive plan to eradicate the flooding in the Coral Harbor area and the overrun lakes that are there that are causing a lot of flooding and wreaking havoc on those homes and in those communities. And so we're talking about work. And this is what I want to hear from every constituency, from every representative. What is the work that you intend to do? We are not at a place in our country where we could just talk. This is not the season of promises.
Not any longer.
Not anymore.
Not any longer.
We have to be about the work and consistently about the work. And I'm saying to the public, I'm saying to the Bahamian people, keep the government accountable. Keep members of parliament's feet to the fire and let them know you are here for a reason, and that reason is service. And I want to ensure that you are fulfilling on the promises that you made.
This administration has been doing a lot of heavy lifting really since it came into office, whether it's BPL, whether it's obviously trying to get the Grand Bahama International Airport up, whether it's the investments that need the Grand Bahama economy to begin moving in the right direction again. Of course, as I mentioned, BPL in Eleuthera, for example, so many different things. How ambitious was that, or is that, on those projects and attempts to make some things right that have been lingering for decades, really, by this administration?
Well, I think it was the right move by the government. And I want the Bahamian public to have an understanding of that, because we didn't want to be cosmetic, right? We've had problems for such a long period of time, and we didn't want to be cosmetic. And cosmetic is where you look at the symptoms of a greater issue and you deal with the symptoms as opposed to dealing with the root cause. We wanted to deal with the root cause. And so instead of just dealing with something that is going to be a temporary solution, we wanted to get to the heart of the matter and really look at these issues and deal with them and change systems. And that's what we've been doing. We've been very intentional, but we've also been comprehensive in getting to the very root of these problems. And so, understandably, that is a long haul. That means then that the result is not as quick as some people may expect it to be.
Yes.
It's not as quick because it's not cosmetic. This is a complete overhaul. But I believe that at the end of the day, the Bahamian people are going to be the benefactors of all of this work. And it's not going to be something that falls apart in 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
This is going to be something that we can look at for decades and say, we did the right thing.
Put a pause right there.
Yes,
Let's send it to the podium so we can hear this speaker.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
energetic, young leader who will build on progress and represent your constituency with distinction. The Progressive Liberal Party continues to put forward amazing young people who are ready to pick up the mantle and continue the race that our forefathers initiated to bring equality, economic empowerment, and dignity to the Bahamian people. This administration has broadened the arm of government internationally, ensuring that every island, every rock, every key feels the weight of this New Day government. So as for Family Islands, where the Davis administration has put so much investment in infrastructure, the opposition and the detractors are quick to point out what hasn't been done, what hasn't been accomplished, but they will never tell you the good things that has been done to grow our country, because they know they will be shame, shame, shame. Even more than that, they're embarrassed of their record. And PLPs, I have watched over the course of the past few weeks, and I have realized that the F&M has become desperate. We thought they were good actors, maybe playwrights at best. Now we see that they like to tell fables, they like to tell stories from the leader. And I was wondering if he'd been hanging around with Mother Goose a bit, because even the stories he'd been making up, she wouldn't even believe. But PLPs, we understand why. There's a lot riding on Monday's election. PLP machinery is out full force. Look at the people. You see, they know we already won the advance poll, so desperation is setting in. And I find it funny, shoot, I almost find it hilarious, that they can fix their mouth about stopping projects. I had a man in a red shirt say that after Monday work to stop. But there was a party that coined the phrase stop, review, and cancel. They stopped Home Rock. They stopped the O.B. Wilshcombe Administration Building in Grand Bahama. They canceled the mini hospital in Ultra. They canceled the work on almost every clinic in Cat Island. The PLP had to win to finish those projects. In Ragged Island, we have a solar microgrid. In Eleuthera, we have new airports, roads under construction. In Andros, we got docks. We reopened Bamsey. And guess what? The fish are still alive. The fish still swimming. And the man who wanted to leave this country couldn't even do that. But let me stay focused. There's an old saying that goes, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And Golden Isles, Darren Pickstock has a 10-point plan for this constituency. You can see the work on the ground already. You can feel the things. You can touch them. The same results that this PLP, under the leadership of Brave Davis, is producing throughout the Bahamas is being delivered in Golden Isles. Now let me tell you, everything cannot be accomplished all at once. But don't let them fool you. The road projects long time ago in Golden Isles. To date, we have already put down 2,300 tons of asphalt in Golden Isles. The Coral Harbor Road Improvement and Drainage Project has already started to bring real solutions, development, and development to only what this PLP government can do. PLPs, we stand united with Darren Pickstock and Golden Isles. In every polling division, let us show up at the polls to ensure Darren is a pick of the stock. So on Monday evening, when the votes are counted, the results will be Pickstock, Pickstock, Pickstock. Golden Isles, this ain't no time to get sidetracked. Stay focused, remain committed to building on progress, and committed to real results, guaranteed. So Golden Isles, I only got a few words for you. Stay golden, Golden Isles. PLP, PLP, PLP.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, y'all clap your hands and say, much. Thank you so much, Clay. He got a little rhythm, you know. I thought he was a little better than me. I think he could beat pencil dancing. Got a little rhythm. Y'all, let's give it up one more time for Clay Sweden, the good man, good man, good man. So y'all ready for the victory? Y'all ready to go with pick stock? Y'all don't fool me now.
Central and South Lutheran Member of Parliament and incumbent Clay Sweeting speaking here this evening at the live special paid political broadcast here on Beyond the Headlines in the Golden Isles constituency. It is just 3 days, y'all, until the residents of Golden Isles go to the polls to elect a new Member of Parliament. Well, joining me this evening is the man who opened and started the evening, the PLP's candidate for Fort Charlotte, Sebas Bastien. Good evening to you.
Thank you for having me. Good evening to you.
Thank you very much. Good evening, and it's good to have you here. You opened and you were I'll tell you, you kind of jumped right in and you're doing so well. Talk about just your experience. You seem to be having the most fun among everybody else here in Golden Isles, not just in Fort Charlotte, but even in Golden Isles as everyone comes together and surrounds Darren Pickstock.
Well, you know, the truth needs no script, first and foremost. Darren is someone that I grew up with. I met Darren when I had a small electronics store just in East Street South area, and he was a butcher at Mike's Meats. And that was the first time I met him. And, I saw a lot of my kind of work ethic in him. Always showed up, always there. We're the same age. And, he's a young, progressive thinker. Always very disciplined. And I sat with him one day and I just asked him the same question. What everybody asks me, why you getting this, And, it was, I think we shared a collective passion to continue the progress that the party has made. The Prime Minister, in his wisdom, has a magnificent plan, a blueprint for change and elevation of our country. But, just like it takes a village to raise a child, it takes that same village to build a country. And you need doers. And we joined the team of doers, and he's assembling a team, of that younger generation to help him execute his plan for progress.
You have been, and I know this because after the show, we would see that you and your group and team are still out, not for Charlotte at this very moment, here in Golden Isles. Talk about your experience. What are you hearing people say? What is the reception to Darren Pickstock been like as you walk the streets of Golden Isles?
Well, listen, everybody obviously, like every administration, we've all had our challenges and our wins and our progress. And as I went from door to door, people want to be heard. Right? People want to be heard. People want to have their issues solved, and they're not very complex issues. I think, to be fair to the previous member of parliaments and to Darren, with Golden Isles being the largest constituency in the country, he who feels it knows it. I always say that, right? Like being a candidate myself, from the inside looking out, I have 4,922 registered voters. Darren has like 8,000. Yeah. I've been on the ground since the day after ratification, and I've only gotten through 4 of my 11 polling divisions, and we've been on the ground almost 5 days a week. So if you take that into context, it would take Darren about 6 months to truly canvass his entire constituency. So when people thought that we were in Golden Isles trying to prop him up, it had nothing to do with that. It was just, with the untimely death of Von Miller, it was just that we had to collaborate with Darren, support Darren, and get to the houses on his behalf where he couldn't reach, because there's not a time to canvass this properly. Mm-hmm. The plans, when you have plans for constituencies, it also has to incorporate the needs and wants of the constituency themselves. So, Darren did a lot of canvassing, and then he was able to quickly put together his 10-point plan for Golden Isles. I've read it. It's all the things that we need. And as we go door to door, people are receptive to the fresh energy, the young mindset of Darren, and coming into it right away, he's been in the Progressive Liberal Party for quite some time.
Sebas, if you can hold that point right there, because we're going to come back with you, but we are going to send it to the podium where Elizabeth, Member of Parliament and incumbent JoBeth Colby Davis, is bringing remarks.
Everyone a job. Rate is at its lowest in less than 4 years. That's progress. Yes, we may not address all concerns in health, But even as we speak, 2 hospitals are being built in less than 4 years. That's progress. Have we paved every road in the Bahamas? Not yet. But from Eleuthera to Exuma, Andros to Abaco, Long Island, Nassau, and Cat Island, progress marches on stone by stone, island by island, in less than 4 years. That's progress.
Oh, they scared, they scared.
Yeah, they scared. Because guess what? Elizabeth in the golden eyes. Consider our energy future. No, we have not achieved total transformation overnight, but we have planted the seeds. Legislation has been advanced. Projects have begun, and by 2030, a new dawn will break as 32% of our energy flows from renewables. That, my friends, is progress, not mere promises. This is what it means to be progressive. This is the conviction of the Progressive Liberal Party.
Who's in the building?
And Golden House with Darren Pickstock, your friend, your advocate, and your incoming member of Parliament. He will match words with action and vision with victory. CPLPs, we have to remember what brought us here. As a party, we faced heartbreak. We have mourned our colleagues in the span of 2 years. Obi Wilchcombe and Vaughn Miller. And when it seems like it would break us or hurt our party, or even when I thought it was more burden on our Prime Minister than he could bear, PLPs, we came together stronger and united by our love of people and love of country. That is our answer. Love, not hate. Resolve, not riot. Unity, not division. PLPs, our love is not a weakness. Our love is our power. And it is why F&Ms from all across the Bahamas is joining with us.
Keep the F&M out.
They see our compassion. They see our passion. They have rejected the leadership of the F&M. They see our leader, Philip Brave Davis, as the very best option for the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Can you tell me who's in the building?
So PLPs, let me warn you, be vigilant on Monday, because the circus clowns, the F&Ms, they're coming with anger because they know they are losing. But do not engage. Remember, PLPs, that love lifted us, PLPs. Love lifted us, PLPs, when nothing else could help. Love lifted us. So stay focused. We have worked. We have achieved so much together. And for the next 3 days, PLPs, get on the ground. Call a friend, text a friend, go pick up your family in Golden Hours, tell them grab their neighbors and get every vote to the polls. And as you walk the streets campaigning, if you begin to feel a little tired, think about the Energizer Bunny and hear my voice in your ears, PLP, saying no retreat, no surrender. And finally, Golden Hours, especially my beloved Poland Division 9. Thank you for welcoming Team Elizabeth into your homes. We have shared many days together over the past 3 weeks. Now let's bring it home on the 24th of November. Ignore the noise and let's bring Darren Pickstock across the finish line and deliver him as the next Member of Parliament for the Golden Isles constituency. PLP! 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 No other way!
Elizabeth Beth Member of Parliament, Jo Beth Colby Davis, bringing remarks here this evening in the Golden Isles constituency. If you're just joining our broadcast, this is Beyond the Headlines. You are watching a paid special political broadcast from the Progressive Liberal Party's rally here. I'm here with Sebas Bastian, the PLP's candidate for Fort Charlotte. Sebas, before we wrap up and go to a break, I want to ask you about that progress that you talked about, that Golden Isles and the nation really should pay attention, that this administration has been able to achieve and are now building on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, we're building on progress. The Progressive Liberal Party has been making significant progress. Like, one of the reasons I joined is not because the party was perfect, because no party is perfect, but, being on the sidelines for so long and wanting more in the educational system, wanting more in healthcare. And, I always say, and I'm particularly passionate about education because I think it's the root cause to unlock opportunity for the masses. It's the root cause for crime. It's just a root cause. So when I see this administration has pledged 35 acres to the redevelopment of the new campus of BTVI and put money into the budget to start the first phase. The Prime Minister has just launched Upskill, something that he's been working on for quite some time. And on Friday, we had that launched, and it's 8,000 Bahamians. We have 8,000 seats that will be able to access over 40 courses from top universities all over the world, and institutions, all for free. And because, we have to make sure that our aspirations for prosperity as a nation is backed by an educational system that supports it. All right, we all have to be lifelong learners, including myself. Yes. The world is rapidly moving, and there's global competition because, back in the day, we were competing amongst ourselves. Everything that we consume or use in our everyday life is imported. And so local vendors, local merchants are currently under threat from online vendors and service providers, so we have to make sure that we upskill our human capital, our citizens, so that they can compete both domestically and internationally. Almost every single software that we use is imported. Google is an outside company. We use it every day. Facebook is an outside company. I mean, QuickBooks is an outside company. So what that tells us is that we can develop softwares and be exporting our talent to the global stage. So we don't necessarily have to be worrying about if employment is available domestically, because if we have those types of skills, we can be remote workers or we can actually be employable globally.
Yes, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, the PLP's candidate in the Fort Charlotte constituency, Sebas Bastian. Of course, he got it all started this evening. He was the first speaker and, of course, joining me here on the broadcast. We are going to take a break, and when we come back, we will continue with our live coverage of our special paid political broadcast here in Golden Isles. The Progressive Liberal Party makes its case to you, Golden Isles, and, of course, by extension, the nation. We're back right after this.
We have to be mindful that as much as we want touristic development, what impacts the fisheries? Over-coastal development, destruction of mangroves, overzealousness of the industry. We have a new movement called do-it-yourself fishing. That is anglers who come to the Bahamas, they don't engage in hiring a guide. Because of this approach, you are going to have people who are going to exhaust the resources.
This is an industry that's preserved. It should be for Bahamian guides only. We have the DIYs coming in here, and they're destroying our flats.
We try not to overfish certain areas, so we'll fish a certain area and we'll back off for a while because we don't want the fish to feel too much pressure.
It's not just using the buzzwords of the environment and the ecology. The tourists can be educated that the more you support local ownership, people are doing it obviously the right way, the more the economic circulation in the communities.
I think the most critical thing is accountability, and that accountability by way of legislation, both the Act and regulations to govern fly fishing in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
I look at conservation efforts and the regulation that I've seen to protect the industry that's in the developed world. All of those jurisdictions have implemented strong regulation to protect their fisheries. We are way behind, but we do have a movement and a consciousness. We know where we need to be.
Those are our resources, and we have to make an exerted effort to protect it, because that's the only gift that we have been given. And if we don't protect that, then we lose everything.
Building the lodge, I understood clearly the mission to continue what my father started. From this lodge, it has served as the headquarters. We finally got legislation passed in 2016, and it legitimized the guiding profession. We pushed to get the program established into BAMSI in the training of the next generation of guides, but it extends way beyond that.
We need more Bahamians in the industry who are doing the research to provide the information to the industry, that is to fishermen and to everybody who benefits from the resources.
We don't know the resources in this country. We grew up just hearing about sun, sand, and sea.
It is going to be through education and awareness, whether it's within our schools, whether it's in our communities, to conserve the environment, that is going to sustain the fly fishing industry.
Well, the future of fly fishing in the company, I think fly fishing is a very, very unique spot. I think it's going to get better because the guides are now being all certified. They're all getting proper knowledge of handling and how to run the whole system.
If you're a youngster and you want to get into this, it's a job like any other job. You got to live it. You got to love it.
Young entrepreneurs coming in, you want that kind of interest. You want that kind of drive and desire. You want to carry that. You want to become the product.
Years, but I walk in here all of a sudden, total stranger. I'm calling you Rick and Sheila like.
At Island Lock, we take sports seriously. Get ready to experience the thrill of winning anytime and any place. Bet in real time and live the thrill of every play while watching your winnings stack up. It's your chance to score big with fast payouts and a world-class experience. Get in the game and bet the Bahamian way with Island Luck Sportsbook.
Beyond the Headlines is now introducing powerful TV advertising opportunities made just for you. Choose our television ad package, 20 30-second ads for $2,000 or 20 60-second ads for $2,500 plus VAT. Prefer flexibility? Go a la carte. Just $150 for a 30-second ad or $200 for a 60-second ad. Step into the spotlight with our interview package. 1 15-minute interview for $500 or 4 for $15 per month. Or bring Beyond the Headlines directly to you with our live on location package, only $2,600 plus VAT. For more information, contact our sales agent at 242-466-6173.
Let's give it up for Michael Halkitis. Y'all make some noise for Michael Halkitis. That's the next member of Parliament for the St. Barnabas constituency. I know that man scared. Shannon Dawn, I know he's scared.
The Progressive Liberal Party's candidate in the St. Barnabas constituency, Michael Halkitis, bringing remarks here this evening. If you are just joining the broadcast, you are watching live coverage here on Beyond the Headlines. The Progressive Liberal Party is, I think this is a link-up, but it's Golden Isle style. It's about 3 days until the residents of Golden Isles go to the polls to vote in a new member of Parliament. This is a special paid political broadcast here on Beyond the Headlines this evening. Of course, joining me now, I've had several of the PLP's major heavy hitters join me this evening. Joining me right now is Mount Moriah incumbent, Member of Parliament, Mikhail Barnaby. Good evening to you. It's wonderful to have you here.
Glad to be here, Shanique. Always a pleasure to be on your show, and always a pleasure to be amongst the people, amongst the hardworking PLP supporters as well.
But let's talk about the PLP support here in Golden Isles. The fact that you all dropped everything for the last several weeks and decided you would have come here and really be very intentional about going out and reaching and touching people.
It's become a cliche, Shanique, but teamwork actually makes the dream work. It shows that we're together, but we actually like each other, and that matters. And so we're here because we believe in Darren. Actually, my mother lives in this constituency, and as I go door to door, I tell the people I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe in Darren. He's hardworking, he's a man of integrity, and we honestly believe that the change that he is going to be bringing to this community is going to be phenomenal.
Let's talk about Darren. Darren Pickstock, people speak very highly of him, someone who knows hard work, exhibited that throughout his life with a very humble beginning, and now, of course, somebody who is the second most wealthy candidate in this race. Talk about what that means and translates as a representative for Golden Isles.
It means he knows how to change things. He understands how to transform his own life. So it means that he understands to transform the lives of the people within his community. And we know that Darren is a hardworking man based on his track record. Not just on what he is saying. We want to see your antecedents. We want to see what you have done in your life.
Absolutely.
And he's been able to prove that and demonstrate that. And we have his back 100%.
You know, I want to ask you about this. I've heard people talk about this here in Golden Isles. Darren Pickstock, of course, you saw just a moment ago, Sebastian was here. There's a Robert Karen. The Progressive Liberal Party appears to be really attracting even sort of more noted, very, very impressive, very experienced people with a footprint to its fold.
These are very deliberate individuals. They understand what nation building is about because they understand in their own corporate affairs how governance work and how corporate governance work. And, you know, when you get to a certain place in your life, you actually want to share that knowledge that you have and express that in a different way. And what's bigger than the government? Nothing's bigger than the government. It's the biggest platform in which to share your knowledge and the information that you want to impart, but also the change you want to bring about.
Listen, I want to talk about what's next. This evening, they want very deliberate, your first and only rally link up here in Golden Isles.
Right.
What happens tomorrow? The vote is about 3 days away. What is the party plan for the next in terms of tomorrow?
Well, you know, this is a rally. We call it a link up, but this is a rally. And that means the base, the troops, they understand the messaging. The most important thing in politics is, one of the most important things is to remember the mission. And the mission is the people. And we're reminding our troops what this mission is all about. This is about the program. And no one's bigger than the program. And we want all of our members of parliament to understand and our troops to understand that we're bringing the message of the Progressive Liberal Party led by Philip Brave Davis.
And your word to that undecided voter here in Golden Isles before Golden Isles goes to the polls on Monday?
Well, my thing is, this is a sure thing. This is a sure win with Darren Pickstock. We would not be here. Sebastian would not be here. I would not be here if we did not believe. This is not just politics. This is not theatrics. This is real. This is substantive. And this is about change. Take a look around your community and see the difference that has been done in a short period of time. And so I want you to know that I'm here because I also believe wholeheartedly in the change that Darren Pickstock is going to bring to this community.
I thank you very much. Member of Parliament for Mount Moriah and also the Progressive Liberal Party's candidate in the Mount Moriah constituency, Mikhail Barnaby. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Glad to be here,
on this
Shani.
broadcast.
Thank you for sharing your time with me.
Absolutely. We are live here in the Golden Isles constituency, right in front of the Progressive Liberal Party's headquarters. Of course, this is the Link Up rally. Let's rally.
This is the home stretch of the victory.
The home
it's
stretch.
a victory rally.
And of course, you've heard many people say this evening it was very intentional. One rally, one time.
OVA. This one over.
OVA.
OVA.
Let me get with the times. Let me get with the times. Over.
This one gone.
I said that. But we're going to send it to the podium.
OVA.
Went to the barroom where he stood in the
the PLPs, y'all make some noise. Now watch this, pencil. Right here, quick. Come on, PLP. Ride the wave, Philip Brave. Ride the wave with Brave. Come on. Ride the wave with Philip Brave. Ride the wave with Brave. Ride the wave with Philip Brave. People get ready, for the wave is coming. All aboard the SSPLP. Brave is your captain and he's keeping us steady. Ride the wave to victory. Come on, ride the wave. With who? Philip Brave. Ride the wave. Philip Brave. Ride the wave. Philip Brave. Ride the wave. Philip Brave. Ride the wave with Brave. Ride the wave. Philip Brave. Come on, PLP. Ride the wave with Brave. Ride the wave with Philip Brave. No more corruption, no more victimization. Nepotism and bad representation. For accountability and a better economy. Ride the wave with the PLP. Somebody say ride the wave with Philip Brave. You gotta ride the wave. Look at PLPs, I love you, man. Any Saxons in the house? Any Valley Boys in the house? Any PLPs in the house? People loving people, people loving people, people loving people, people. This is a new one, right? People loving people, people loving people. Progressive, liberal party, people loving people, people. Sing it, y'all. People loving people, people loving people. Bro, slow down, slow down. Watch this, break it down. PLPs, how y'all feeling?
Welcome to Sunburst Super Christmas Sale, where you buy 5 and get 1 free. Prices start at just $28.95 for top quality wall paints and high gloss oil paints for $55.95 a gallon. Lucky customers get a chance to win a 42-inch TV every Saturday starting now. The drawing will take place at Sunburst Paints the first week of December. You can also have a chance to win one of 2 65-inch TVs during the month of December. So hurry on down to Sunburst Paints on Harold Road, where you buy 5 and get 1 free. Happy holidays, everybody!
When it comes to working at height, there is no room for error. You need certified professionals, reliable systems, proven results. That's where NWC Bahamas comes in. We're the largest fire protection service provider in the Bahamas, trusted by contractors, building managers, and developers from Grand Bahama to Inagua. From high-rise window cleaning and facade maintenance to fire protection system design, training, and certification. Our team of highly trained and internationally certified technicians delivers expert service to the highest international standards. We work faster, safer, and more efficiently with minimal disruption to your operations. Call the team that's certified, insured, and built for heights. Visit nasawindowcleanerslimited.com or call us now at 431-4859. NWC Bahamas. We don't just rise to the challenge, we protect it.
Beyond the Headlines is now introducing powerful TV advertising opportunities made just for you. Choose our television ad package, 20 30-second ads for $2,000 or 20 60-second ads for $2,500 plus VAT. Prefer flexibility? Go a la carte. Just $150 for a 30-second ad or $200 for a 60-second ad. Step into the spotlight with our interview package. 1 15-minute interview for $500 or 4 for $15 per month. Or bring Beyond the Headlines directly to you with our live on location package, only $2,600 plus VAT. For more information, contact our sales agent at 242-466-6173.
I try not to be.
I know. I want to dispel the myth that you are, because I think because you are not biased, people want you to choose a side.
Yeah.
And I've sat with you on many occasions, on the record and off the record.
Yes.
And you always say the same thing. As a journalist, I want to remain impartial.
Yeah.
I want my voice to be the voice of the people. So I want to congratulate you on what you've been doing.
Thank you.
For journalism in the country over these last several years. And I think you're onto something. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very very much. I appreciate that. You know, I'm happy you said that because it's a thin line, and I certainly try to remain impartial and not give the impression of choosing sides, but I also try to address the issues as I see it, and hopefully to bring about a measured response and narrative to whatever that may be. I think so hold your thoughts right there. Justin is telling me that I should send it to the podium. We're going to send it to the podium now. I think that's Glenna Santa Martin. Glenna Santa Martin.
She's coming on
Ladies and
now.
gentlemen, yes.
Can you tell me?
Good evening. I'm not going to be long because our candidate is up next, I've been told. I know Angleton in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, over the last several weeks I've been walking through streets, knocking on doors, engaging in long exchanges with so many residents in the Golden Isles constituency. It has been an honor. I have met such beautiful people in Golden Isles. I've been spending a lot of time in polling division number 2, along with other residents in the area who walk with me. I have gained an insight into the proud and independent people who live within that community and along those streets. I heard very clearly your concerns and observations. I see and hear and feel your love for your country, our country. I understand your desire and expectation for more at the national level and at the community level. I appreciate the honest dialogue and sincere exchanges. But know that we too want more. That is why much work is underway to address and redress issues that have plagued our national life for decades and have not been seriously confronted in many, many years. Fundamental issues in national development. We have been working and facing these issues without flinching, working to address historic and lingering deficits in our education system, working to address the long and coming deterioration in our healthcare. As we confront legacy issues and vested interests that our immediate predecessors and that crew in opposition never had the nerve or desire to do. These are the issues that have plagued the minds of our people throughout this country. And I know in the Golden Isles constituency for many years, we have pledged a new day, and much has been accomplished in the last 4 years on every front. But we also understand that our people expect more, want more, demand more. Allow us to build on the progress that has been made to take this country to heights for our country.
decisions. And so that's why we are here tonight. Stock
action
and the PLP.
New deal, we building back trust. That's progress. You can feel time for action now, so the people can heal. Golden Isles rise up, big stock stand up, future line up, progress time up. Community trust action. Big stock lady, we no distraction, traction.
Can you tell me who's in the building? PLP. Say who's in the building? PLP. Who's in the building? Who's in the building? Who's in the building? PLP. Who's in the building? PLP. Who's in the building? PLP.
Golden Isle.
PLP! 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 My people in Golden Isles, tonight I want to speak to you straight. No fancy talk. No long stories. No slapping up. From the heart. Tonight, over these past weeks, you opened your doors. You let me in your homes. You invited me into your living rooms, onto your porches, and into your yards. You shared to me what it means to you, representation. What is on your minds? You told me what keeps you up at night. You told me what you expect from a person who wants to represent you. Golden Isles, I am grateful for every one of those conversations. You didn't have to open your doors, but you did. You didn't have to give me your time, but you did. Thank you. Thank you, Golden Isle. PLPs, Golden Isles, I want to be very clear with you about something. My life, my results, that is what I'm running on. I am running on my record. Just me, my work, my life, my results. I am not standing on anybody else's name but mine. I'm not asking you to support me only because of who stands beside me, Golden Isles. I am asking you to support me because I've earned my name through years of real work, hard work. I started working from the time that I was young, a very young man. I worked as a packing boy. I worked as a packing boy at Kenneth Food Store. And I did that to help my family, Golden Isles, to pay bills, Golden Isles, to buy my uniform, Golden Isles. I swept floors at Atlantis. I was a space cleaner, Golden Isles. That's what I was. I cleaned floors. I went on the pool deck and I emptied garbage. I cleared tables as a busboy at Marketplace Restaurant, Golden Isles. That's me. I worked nights to pay for classes. I attended during the day. Golden Isles, nothing was handed to me. Everything I built came from steady effort, Golden Isles. And when I became a lawyer and a businessman, I spent my years helping people to start businesses, to buy homes and create opportunities, Golden Isles. Today,
as chairman of the Bahamas Agricultural and Industrial Corporation, BAIC, I helped entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, farmers, small businesses access funding and market Golden Isles. That is real work, Golden Isles. That is delivery. That is a record that I stand on tonight. And in this race, I am the only person standing before you with a real plan, Golden Isles. A 10-point plan for Golden Isles. A plan built around you and what you have told me, Golden Isles. That is what you have told me. A plan for safer streets, better parks, stronger communities, support, more opportunities for young people, and real development that touches every neighborhood, Golden Isles. A plan that belongs to Golden Isles, shaped by your concerns and your hope, Golden Isles. Golden Isles, the F&M candidate, has told you that his plan is that he lives here. That's what he said. His plan is that he lives here. That is all. That is all. That is what he is offering you, Golden Isles. His residency and his address. Is that the standard? Is that the standard, Golden Isles? No, it isn't. That is not a plan, Golden Isles. Not one. That is not what representation is about. That is not what leadership is about.
Keep the FNM out. Get out!
Living in a constituency does not fix a road. It does not improve a park. It does not bring youth programs. It does not create jobs. It does not deliver results. You deserve more than a man saying, I've lived here, so give me a chance. Representation is not about where you sleep. It is about what you do, Golden Isles. And what I will do is simple, Golden Isles. After we win on Monday, the real work begins. From corner to corner, from street to street, from home to home, Golden Isles. That will not change. I will remain here with you. You will not see me vanish until the next vote. You will see me working, Golden Isles, and working hard for you, standing in your communities, helping you solve real problems in real time. I want you to hold me, Golden Isles. I want you to hold me to that. To the voters who are still thinking about your choice, let me speak directly to you. Give me this chance between now and the general election. Give me these months to prove myself to you. Let me show you consistency, Golden Isles, because that is how trust is built. It is built through consistency and hard work, Golden Isles. Let me show you what real follow-through looks like, Golden Isles. Give me this chance. I know some of you are tired of broken promises. I know, Golden Isles. I know some of you feel like nothing changes. I know past MPs left you feeling unseen. I want to earn your trust back through action. Not talk, but consistency. Let me prove it to you, Golden Isles. You deserve someone who shows up, someone who answers calls. PLPs. This is personal to me. This is personal to me, PLPs. I know what hard work looks like. I know what starting from the bottom feels like, Golden Isles. I know what it means to push through challenges, Golden Isles. Those lessons are some of the lessons that will guide me as your representative. I want your children to have every chance to succeed, Golden Isles. I want your neighborhoods to be safer. I want your homes to be valued. I want you, Golden Isles, your daily lives to feel a little lighter. That is why I am running Golden Isles. We are close now, Golden Isles. Monday is almost here. We have walked, we have talked, Golden Isles. We have built momentum together. So tonight, Golden Isles, I ask you to join me in finishing this strong. Golden Isles, let us stay focused. Let us keep pushing. And let us win on Monday. Golden Isles, I am ready to serve you. I am ready to stand with you every single day. Golden Isles, thank you for embracing me. Thank you for letting me knock on your doors. Thank you for keeping me in your prayers, Golden Isles. Let us move forward, Golden Isles, together. Onward, upward, together, Golden Isles. Thank you, and may God bless Golden Isles, and may God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Thank you so much. PLPs! 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 Thank you.
The Progressive Liberal Party's candidate here in the Golden Isles constituency, Darren Pickstock, speaking with those gathered here, those watching the live stream, those watching Beyond the Headlines this evening. Listen, Robin, your thoughts on his speech and the case he made to be elected on Monday?
Well, I think he hit all the right notes. I think he wasn't long, he wasn't extensive, but he kept reminding people that he's not about talk, he's all about action. He addressed some of the needs that he's heard from the constituents in Golden Isles, and he also talked about something that I haven't heard any other candidate talk about. He talked about a comprehensive plan that he has already put in place to address the needs of the Golden Isles constituency. I think that is what is so paramount. Without vision, the people perish. And here's a young man that has a vision for this constituency, has the tenacity to execute what has been envisioned between himself and the people of Golden Isles. And I'm excited. Do you feel excitement? Listen, I see two pot cakes walking around the yard. I say, my God, even the dog.
Listen to me. The pot cakes came right in here. I said, listen, Justin, keep those dogs from this area, please. But listen, talk about the energy in this crowd this evening.
The energy is phenomenal. And I keep having to remind myself that this is not a general election. This is a by-election. The roads were blocked almost to the end of this corner here because of the level of cars and people. Carmichael Road, the traffic is blocked up, so I want to make a public apology for the traffic that residents in this area are experiencing because of the thousands of people who have mounted on the grounds and surrounding areas. This is a by-election, but the level of excitement is indicative of a people who are pleased with their government, who are proud of their government, and if we're honest, the PLP has not done everything that needs to be done. There is so much work left, but we are a party that don't have to run on what we want to do. We can run on a record of what we have done and how we're going to continue to build and progress. So if you can hear behind us, I don't know if they can hear us, Shanique.
I'm sure
look around. I wish the cameraman could do a sweep because we're surrounded by people all across the street, all across this street, all across and behind us. And this is a display of confidence. It's a display of excitement. It's an energy. It's electric. And I'm just excited about the work that the government continues to do. We have to bring it home for the Bahamian people. They deserve it.
There were a lot of highlight moments during this campaign here in the Golden Isles constituency, this by-election campaign. Among them is Prime Minister Davis. Apparently, he's been front and center every evening and quite the hit moving about.
I think he's the favorite because the residents know, the constituents know, the campaign workers know. If the PM is around, then he's going to make sure everybody's fed, everybody has something to drink, everybody's okay. And so people are just kind of waiting on him, really and truly, and he never disappoints. He's so personable, so he's such a person that no one ever, sometimes when people are in high office, you can get the occasional, can you talk to him for me? Can you talk to her for me? No one asks. And his security guards are very well aware of his policy. These are my people. Don't ever try to keep them away from me. And so he's just open access. He loves people. People love him. And it's such a pleasure to see the kind of humility in the interaction. He's not above them. He's not below them. He's one of them. And that has been very refreshing for Golden Isles to have that kind of concentrated, if I may say so, concentrated
It
interaction.
has been a very concentrated interaction. I certainly, of course, have seen that. Golden Isles cannot say that they felt at all alone.
No. And all of the businesses in the community are also the benefactors of a lot of the things that's going on. There's a lot of food, a lot of drinks, a lot of things happening. And we've tried to ensure that we extend opportunities to the businesses in the neighboring areas. So they've also been the benefactors of all of this excitement and this kind of activity that's going on.
When you hear about building progress, several speakers hammered in on that tonight. Not just for Golden Isles, but beyond Golden Isles, for the rest of the nation, about building the progress or building on the progress that this administration has sort of done in the last 4+ years. Let's talk about some of that progress. We mentioned it earlier, but let's talk about some of that and how that looks into the next election. And if you were to be successful at the polls in 2026, beyond then.
Yeah, I think that there are a couple of major issues that we've heard from our people in the communities and in the country. And one of the things that we have really tackled aggressively is energy reform. And anyone who pays a light bill knows, listen, if we could get the cost of electricity manageable in this country, it's going to inure to the benefit of everyone, every homeowner, every occupant of a home, every business owner, and we're going to see the cost of living driving down. And again, like I mentioned earlier, the party understands what a cosmetic fix is. It's a temporary situation or temporary resolution that provides temporary relief. We did not take that course. We decided that the infrastructure in energy in the country was not sufficient to meet the demands and needs of a 21st century Bahamas. And so we created a project and we looked at a comprehensive plan that would overhaul the production and the dissemination of energy so that we can have a solution that outlives us, something that our children and grandchildren can benefit from. That's what's happening right now. When we talk about building on progress, we're building on that. The family islanders were saying, listen, we want low-cost homes too. A lot of us are in Nassau because this is where the economy is being driven. This is where opportunities are being driven. If you put houses in our islands, we are going back. And the government said, okay. So look at Abaco, look at Elithia, look at the housing projects that are going on and that are going to be launched in other islands. And listen to me, people are going home and occupying these houses, right? Families are where they want to be. And it's touching my heart to see that more young people, more single mothers, right? I remember at one point there was an F&M.
The entire nation is sort of being rejuvenated. I love to see that because I've been a proponent of several islands, including Grand Bahama, throughout my time hosting Beyond the Headlines, wanting to bring attention to what their needs are, what their issues are, and I'm happy to see a lot beginning to just happen in areas like Mycal, for example. Yeah, like Mycal, like Abaco, like Eleuthera. Certainly,
look at what's happening in Cat Island.
Yeah.
So because of the airport project in Cat Island, So many people are wanting to go back, wanting to get to work. You know, contractors are saying, listen, we are actually shipping our trucks and heavy equipment because we've gotten a piece of the pie in Cat Island and other places. And so, you know, there is visible progress. And so I dare anyone to say that this government hasn't done the heavy lifting. I dare anyone to say that this government has not demonstrated a desire to do the work, even when that work may not be popular. Why? Because sometimes when you have to dishevel and disrupt something, it creates some tensions. It creates some uncomfortability.
It does.
But listen, in the long run, though, we see the vision, we see the benefits, and people are starting to realize that, you know what? Here is a government that didn't have a 5-year plan. Here's a government that had a 25-year plan, a 30-year plan, a 40-year plan, because we want to put the Bahamas in a place where we don't just compete regionally, we're able to compete globally, and we're giving Bahamian citizens the infrastructure and the support that they need. And like I keep saying, there is so much work left to be done. I mean, it's mind-boggling how much we need to do as a nation. But what is encouraging is that you can see the building blocks, the foundation being laid, and we're getting it done.
Absolutely. Of course, we are expecting right now, and making his way to the stage is the Deputy Prime Minister, Member of Parliament for Exuma and the Ragged Islands, Chester Cooper. He will be followed by Prime Minister Davis, and so we're getting there, folks. I'm now going to send it to the podium where Deputy Prime Minister and the PLP's candidate for Exuma and the Ragged Islands.
Right, and ready to go.
I know, right? Is about to make his presentation this evening.
PLP! PLP! Exuma, I see you, and I love you. Tim Cooper, I see you. I see people from everywhere, all across this Commonwealth, from Grand Bahama to Bimini, from Andros to Nagua, and in all those islands, it's PLP. So I can feel the energy tonight. We got 4 days to go. Are we looking good? And I feel good about Monday. This could be the best Monday we ever had. We are on the last leg of this relay, and we're going all the way to the finish in 4 days. 3 days ago, I told you that we got the best party. We got the best machinery, and we showed them. We got the best leader, and we got the best candidate. Now, Golden Isles, PLPs, with only a few days to go, I come here to ask you to stay locked in. Stay laser focused. Stay working until the votes are counted. Working until the last nail knock. This election come Monday is for the future of Golden Isles, but it's about more than that. It's about our pledge to commit ourselves to you, Golden Isles. We heard you. We heard you loud and clear. And we pledge to you our utmost respect. We know that there is much more work to do. And we know that Monday is about not only the future of Golden Isles, but the future of our country. It is about sending a message loud and clear that the PLP
is the only serious political party in the Commonwealth of Bahamas.
PLP, all the way, PLP, all the way, PLP, all the way, so sad.
It is about empowerment and ensuring, like our brother Miller used to say, that we make the wealth more common. And so I say a special thanks to you, the captains, the generals, the soldiers. Thank you for bullying the scene in Golden Isles. We told them that's what we would do. We didn't come here to play. We come here to win. So tell me, are you ready to win? Are you ready to win? We come with fresh energy, real commitment, and the best candidate in the race. Darren Pickstock is the pick of the stock. PLP, a man who ain't afraid of hard work, a man who understands that when Golden Isles give him a chance in this by-election, he could be on probation until the general election. And he understands that as he been doing already, he got to put in the work. He's a family man. He's a family man. He believes in this community, and he's ready to take Golden Isles to the next level. But PLPs, I have to take a minute to deal with them other people. Michael Pintard and the FNM.
Keep the FNM out.
Get out! They one hot mess, you know. They can't run the Christmas carnival. They can't run a tuck shop in Bacardi Road. How they carrying on, it demonstrates that. So how they expect to run the country?
They want me vote for them, and they can't get their own house in order?
Not a day like it. Every time you think they can't go lower, they find a new level of foolery. And I gotta be honest, I have been disturbed and I have been disgusted. Disturbed that Pintard them would try to block the people's votes from being counted. Disgusted that he gone on national TV and radio talking fool, making up ghost stories about some bag of passports on a Bahamas air flight. The only bag he see is his own bag of mouth. What you think they're dealing with? He gone from opposition leader to Ghostbusters overnight.
Talking fool is a very serious thing.
We got the man so scared that he's seeing spirits. You know he is an actor, you know? And he about to put on a full episode of Ghostbusters. This is what happens when you put pressure on these people. They crack under pressure. They try to block the police cars. Well, mother sick. They're running behind buses like the movie The Fast and the Furious. And when they know they're losing as they are, they get desperate. We got them on the run, Golden Isles.
Oh, they scared.
And now they're making up anything to try to confuse the Bahamian people. Let me tell you something. The PLP ain't got to cheat to win Golden Isles. We're law-abiding, and we will win fair and square. We don't need to thief no election. We assure you, Golden Isles, that the process is safe and fair, and your vote will count. We don't need to spin no stories. We're going to win straight up on Monday, because we got the numbers. We got the momentum. We got the better candidate. We got the better leader. And most importantly, We got law-abiding, sensible MPs and supporters who don't need to fight no police.
F&M party, done. The coalition party, done. Independent party, done. Any other party, done. PLP party,
They don't need to harass no election officials. We don't need to talk but teeth and nothing. That's loser talk. Before the votes are counted, they're talking about we robbed them. That's the mark of a loser. If there ever was a sign that they know they're losing, that gotta be it. And the F&M is a losing party, led by a losing leader. He lost in West Grand Bahama. He can lose in Golden Isles. They losers, you see. And now because they see what's coming, they're out here trying to stir up confusion. What is disgusting though, is that this wannabe leader is actively sullying the reputation of this country. And for those outside the Bahamas looking in, don't mind Pintard and the F&M. We don't take them seriously. We don't follow them like that. They're just talking fool. Elections in this country is fair, free, and safe. And the Bahamian passport is one of the safest passports anywhere in the world. So be careful with this fella. He's an actor, you know. He specializes in fiction. Fiction is a thing. But anyway, I done talking about him. I done talking about losers. Let's talk about winners. Let's talk about Darren Pickstock. He ain't come with no gimmicks. He coming with a plan. You've seen his 10-point plan. He ready to continue the work of the PLP, dealing with the potholes, the roads, the flooding, the overgrown bushes, and the tall casuarina trees, the dark corners, rebuilding parks. He is focused on progress. Golden Isle. He is delivering for the independents and the undecideds, for the business people and the professionals. So if you like what you see so far, vote Pickstock for progress. Golden Isles. He coming to deliver for the youth who want opportunities, who want jobs, careers, and respect. He will deliver for entrepreneurs who want to make the wealth more common. So I ask you young people, if you like what you see, vote Pickstock for progress. For our elders who want dignity, for the working men and women and the families and the faithful of this large community, for the everyday people of Golden Isles who are proud of the lives they live and the houses they built in Golden Isles, who just want safe communities, I ask you, if you like what you see, vote for single mothers who want to reduce the cost of living, who want Darren to push for food security as the chairman of BIC. I want you to vote. We know you want the progress to continue, so vote. Now PLPs. We don't like losing at nothing. We love our party. All we want to do is win, win, win. We love our PLP. So we need you to come out in full force with that PLP pride on Monday and vote PLP for progress. So I'm telling you all, come out early on Monday, bring your voter's card, bring your vote, and those of you who just want to show support, bring your cousin, your neighbor, and your friend, and your auntie, and your uncle. And I want you to be patient. Be calm and be respectful. Be calm and be respectful. We're different from them, you see. We're different from them. Don't get distracted. Stay focused, stay winning, stay disciplined, stay on mission. And I gotta say this one more time, PLP. We must not take anything for granted. So if you love your community, you love your PLP, you love your country, you love Darren Pickstock, come out and vote. Come out and vote. How are we voting? On Monday, Gold
Deputy Prime Minister and Member of Parliament for Exuma and Rugged Island, Chester Cooper, bringing remarks here at this PLP link-up rally here in the Golden Isles constituency, 3 days before Golden Isles decide who will be the Member of Parliament for this constituency. Of course, the PLP is hoping that Golden Isles decides on Darren Pickstock. Robin Lyons, you've been here with me, many others as well, throughout the evening. Your thoughts before the Deputy Prime Minister introduces the Prime Minister, your thoughts on what the Deputy Prime Minister had to say and get this crowd excited and Golden Isles excited.
Absolutely. I think the Deputy Prime Minister, again, expressed a lot of things that needed to be said tonight. He talked about the track record of the government. He talked a lot about the character of the aspiring candidate for Golden Isles, Mr. Darren Pickstock, the candidate. The Deputy Prime Minister also talked about the stakes being so high and wanting Golden Isles to come out in strong numbers and really deliver and bring this MP home. You know, when we had the advance poll, I have to say, we had a lot of challenges. There was a lot of excitement, a lot of things exchanged. We need to have a democracy displayed that's mature, that's safe, that lets people know you can come and not be heckled and not be harassed. We don't want to see any of that on Monday.
None of it.
We want to see a mature process. Vote for the candidate of your choice. Be comfortable in doing that. Golden Isles, participate. Registered voters, come out. This is your voice, so make your choice. I'm excited to see what you do on Monday the 24th, and I hope when you pick Darren Pickstock.
Ladies and gentlemen, Prime Minister Philip Edward Davis.
Yes, you will.
Boy, tonight feels like a turning point. Walking onto this stage, I felt the same spirit that I felt when I hear, "You will win." You know it, right? That song speaks to a season in which important things are shifting. A season in which we can all rise above the forces trying to hold us down. A season where faith meets action and action meets victory. You feeling it too? I thought so. You know, when we pray to God, we don't ask Him to do our work. Instead, we pray for the strength to do His work. The people of the Bahamas have shown that kind of strength. Don't you agree? Feeding our children, creating new possibilities for our people, showing up even when it's hard, forging ahead, ignoring bad faith attacks, because that's what progress requires. Unity in the face of cynicism and criticism. Commitment, determination, and a belief that tomorrow can be better than today. So, to all the Bahamians working alongside us to help the country recover and grow, who are fighting the good fight, and who are helping us to build a new Bahamian economy, a more inclusive economy, to lift up more and more of our people, you have my profound gratitude. Because of you, because of your strength, I'm more certain than ever that we will build transformative change across our archipelago. Golden Isles, this is our country's winning season. It's our people's time. In just 4 days, you can mark your ballot for progress and show your fellow citizens that you choose strength and unity instead of chaos and division. You choose service instead of showmanship. and results instead of drama. You can show us you are ready for the kind of progress Darren can deliver. And Bahamians will see that at the moment of decision, you made the best choice for your children, your home, your community. Golden Eyes, I want to thank you. Thank you for letting Darren into your homes. Thank you for letting him sit with you in your front rooms, talk to you on your porches, walk your corners, listen to your stories, and hear the concerns you have carried for too long. Thank you for welcoming the PLP family the way you always do, with warmth and with candor. Sometimes what I call brash candor, but we wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for your willingness to evaluate Darren based on his character and achievements, not someone else's. Many of you have told me that you understand how important this is, because Darren is his own man. His path is his path. His story is his story. His work is his work. He's asking for a chance to prove himself to you. I hope you'll give him that chance so he can show you the kind of representation that you deserve. So Golden Isles, if you give him a chance, here's what you'll get. A man who shows up, a man who listens, a man who delivers. When you talk to Darren, you can feel his drive. You can feel the fire he brings. You can hear the conviction in his voice. He understands what it means to come from humble beginnings, to be counted out, to face challenges others didn't have to. As a young man, he packed bags. He worked as a busboy. He cleaned floors. He worked nights to pay for school. And that's real work and real job, as I heard out there. Golden Isles, there's no use in me being subtle. I'm telling you, no one can outwork this man. No one. As a farming packing boy myself, I know what the view looks like from there. I know what it feels like when bills pile up faster than they can be paid. I know independence and security and success can seem a long way off. Darren knows too. So when he became a lawyer and a businessman, he built his career serving people, helping families buy homes, helping young Bahamians start businesses, helping people who needed someone to stand in their corner. That is the kind of representation Golden Isles deserves. And that's the kind of partner and ally I want with me as we move out of the rescue and recovery stage and build a new economy with new opportunities.
BLB! BLB! BLB, you done yet? Election is real close. We giving FNM real blows. BLP do play.
Now before I go any further, I want to address something. Before I go any further, I want to address something I hearing out there. Now listen, plenty of people out there call me daddy. And the reason ain't complex, I've had the great privilege, and I say I had the great privilege of serving as a mentor, an advisor, or just as a friend to many, many Bahamians. But this F&M fella got his feelings hurt. He said he don't like y'all calling me daddy. Sounds like he needs some good advice. I can offer him some. Should I? Next time I see him, I can tell him, if you want people to call you daddy, you need more than speeches. You need results. You need to like people. You need to care for people. And you don't need no politics. so he could keep his speeches and start caring for people.
That's what she calling me. When she rub my head on my belly, she forgets all of my money.
Friends, Bahamians deserve progress, not politics. Our job is to solve the people's problems, not dwell on personal grudges. Some people believe politics is about settling scores. I think it's about lifting burdens of people. Personal feuds, outlandish lies, those never move anything or anyone forward. So PLPs, I'm focused on new opportunities that lift Bahamians up, not old politics that divide us and bring us low. You all know that Bahamians don't have time for all that pettiness. Our people are too busy working, raising families, and trying to move forward in challenging times. Bahamians deserve leaders who act the same way. Never measure success by how loud you shout. Measure success by how many people you have helped. That's why they call me Daddy. And helping people, that's what we, the PLP, are doing. We are helping people. And while there's a lot of progress to celebrate, there's still a long way to go until everyone who needs help and support has it. But look how far we have come since the country was on its knees. Look at how many lives we have changed. Look at the momentum we finally have as a country. New roads, new clinics, new airports, new water system being constructed across our archipelago. 2 new hospitals. And our family island is finally being developed as a top priority for the first time in our history. And guess what? The PLP did that. Young people being trained for service and leadership through the National Youth Guard. The PLP did that. CCTV cameras going across our streets. New alliances and resources to fight crime. The PLP did that. Higher wages for public servants. The PLP did that. The school breakfast program, feeding thousands of our children every morning. Who did that? PLP did. PLP! Affordable housing, so more Bahamians can own a piece of this country. Who did that? PLP! A stronger economy, more jobs, more hope, more confidence. Who did that? PLP! And in Golden Isles, the work is all around you. The roads, the repairs, the upgrades, the attention that we know was overdue. It was overdue. And it took the by-election to get the attention. But attention you're getting. And we are delivering. And you will see it all completed shortly. But hear me tonight. All of this can be lost. All of this can be lost. Because there are people who will stop everything in motion simply because their name is not on it. People who would cancel programs that your children and help your children. People who will shut down opportunities that help our young people. People who will undo progress because progress they can't take credit for makes them uncomfortable. You know them. You know them, eh? You have seen them do it before. You remember the stop, review, and cancel? Remember how they shut down what worked? Remember how they slowed down what was moving? Remember how they left communities waiting and waiting and waiting for what was promised? This crew will skip the review. This crew, they'll skip the review in the stop, review, and cancel.
Keep the FNM out.
Get out! They will just cancel. They will stop the school breakfast program. They'll hold back scholarships, delay roads, freeze housing projects, and dial everything backward because of pettiness in their Pettiness is their favorite policy. We cannot let that happen. Not in Golden Isles. Not on November 24th. PLBs. We owe our fellow citizens both honesty and humility. We are not a perfect party, and we are far from a perfect government. Every week, I remind our team that we are not entitled to victory. We are not entitled to anyone's vote. We must earn it. Every community, every street, every home, every conversation, every day. And we must earn it with real work. We must earn it with consistent service. What we have achieved so far is because Bahamians rolled up their sleeves. Bahamians pushed forward even when the road was long and the challenges were heavy. We have come this far because you believed our country could steady itself. Because you believed there was a way forward. Because you believe that progress is possible. I know that progress has not reached everyone yet. Progress has not reached everyone yet. I know some of you are still struggling with light bills, with groceries, with high rent, with the pressure of raising children in tough times. I know the challenges are still real. I know the pace of change can feel slow. I know that people deserve more. As a government, as a party, and as a nation, we must do more. We must take the progress we started and carry it deeper into every home and in every neighborhood. With God's grace and with the strength of the Bahamian people, I believe we'll get there together. Golden Isles, you have a chance in 4 days to choose someone who will fight for you with everything he has. Someone who will show up for you. Someone who will make sure your voices are heard. You have a chance to choose a man who knows the value of hard work. That man is Darren Pitstock. He is offering you a plan that speaks to your lives. I got you. A new community center for families, a mentorship network for young people, a micro fund to help entrepreneurs and small businesses get off the ground and to grow, better roads, better lighting, safer parks, CCTV for safer communities, health and wellness programs, digital access for every community, scholarships and training for young Bahamians, a help desk and rapid response team for every concern. This is how Golden Isles moves forward, because Darren Pitstock has a plan. And the plan, I live in Golden Isles. The plan is, I'm a resident of Golden Isles. The plan is, I've been living here for 20 years.
Tell them like it is.
Well, let me just tell you this. Residency is not a qualification to getting elected. You have to have more than that. What is your plan? If you've been here all along, well, tell us. You've been here, you've been living amongst these people. What is your plan? So tonight, I'm asking you to give Darren your support and vote. Give him the chance to show what he can do for you and your families. Give him the chance to show the difference a committed, hardworking, present representative can make. Give him the chance to bring a national team and a new generation to the doorstep of Golden Isles. Golden Isles, this is your season. This is our season. Our time to rise. United in purpose, with faith, with unity, and with the strength granted us by God. Can we win together? We will win together. Will we win together? I want to thank you. God bless you. And they, what they always say, PLB, 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 PLB.
Philip Davis bringing the final remarks here this evening at the PLP's rally here in the Golden Isles constituency. Again, rallying the troops, rallying the residents here and PLPs at large ahead of the Golden Isles by-election on Monday the 24th. 3 days, Robin, 3 days. Did the Prime Minister hit a home run this evening?
Listen, he gave the charge. And listen, when you hear the gospel music start playing, well, you know PLP, we church people, right? So we come this far by faith. It's playing in the background, and everybody about to have the Holy Ghost. So
yes.
I think the rally done now. Rally over.
Rally over.
We don't say much after Donnie McCurkin.
No. This kind of puts the whole sort of icing on the cake. But listen, it's really been a wonderful evening. You have been watching a special paid political broadcast here at the Progressive Liberal Party in Golden Isles. It's first and only rally, really, this entire campaign for the by-election.
We've had some small meetings, we've had some town halls, etc. But this is certainly a kind of a rallying cry. We've invited a lot of people from Golden Isles to come out because we wanted them to hear what they can expect to continue to happen in Golden Isles. And you can see the work. Even right in front of us, there's new sidewalks being laid and some infrastructure going on in place in Golden Isles. I just want to say thank you on behalf of the organization. I know this is a paid broadcast, and so you were not here because you're PLP, but certainly you brought a level of professionalism to your journalism, and this discourse has been exciting for me. So I want to say thank you on behalf of our leadership and our organization. The reason why we wanted to come on Beyond the Headlines is because we know you draw an audience across political divides. And we really wanted the Bahamian people to hear what we had to say tonight and go in the polls and make an informed decision. So Monday, the 24th of November, 2025, this is the choice that you have to make. And I think that the choice is clear. It's Darren Pickstock. He's young. He's energetic. He's a man that understands work. He has a mindset and a mentality of service. He's qualified to do the job. And the good part is he's already started to do the work in Golden Isles. You haven't seen anything yet. Come November 24th, 2026, mark your X for Darren Pickstock and the PLP. We stay in gold and we go in there.
Ms. Robin Lyons, thank you very much. I have nothing more to add to that. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, being here, and then, of course, going and coming back. Thank you very, very much. I want to thank all of you for tuning in this evening. Once again, of course, it's been a special paid political broadcast by the Progressive Liberal Party here on Beyond the Headlines. Thank you all for watching. I look forward to seeing you right back in studio tomorrow evening. I'm Shanique Miller for the entire team out here. Make it a great evening, everyone.